Going live, Kenny. We are late, and I blame you.
As always, it's always my fault. But
See,
this time I do. It is kind of my fault this time.
but it's just a little bit, but not 100%. But yeah, welcome to the birthday Maria stream. I love how. Yes, let's go ahead and play 5 trailers for 5 different video games while you're talking in your left ear. I have another monitor here, and obviously it's lost its mind. But yes, today is my birthday, so I'm going to hang out with Kenny while my spouse is out buying me whatever it is that my spouse is buying me that I'm not privy to that information.
Tell him to buy me something.
Seriously.
Tell him to give me a gift. My birthday is June.
River got up and's like, I'm taking your brother. And I'm like, okay. So they just left. So I don't know what's happening, but I'm
Call
sure I'll
River
find
and
out.
tell him to buy me a gift. I'm gift deprived. My tree.
Hi, Terrell. Thank you. Did you say you're gift deprived?
Yes, my tree is empty.
So you have this blingy tree behind you and no gifts. But you know, Christmas is not all about gifts,
I
Kenny.
know.
Anyway.
That's why I don't really celebrate Christmas because I people have lost the true meaning of Christmas.
This is true.
And I do like, and I love the old tradition of it. Yes, gifts are, not important, but they are welcome. But that's not the true spirit.
And they are definitely welcome to you.
Oh no, I'd rather have the family time and the true meaning of Christmas over gift any day.
No, that makes sense.
So,
if you guys have not noticed, we have not streamed together now. Gosh,
and almost a year.
It's been months though. I think you're on my. No, maybe you're right. I think it's been almost a year. I think maybe like February or March. That's crazy. But then to be fair, I haven't been able to do videos for a while. So we're gonna talk about what's been happening because I've been doing my little cell phone update videos, but I thought today is my birthday and I decided to go ahead and just like do an update. We're at the end of the year, people need to know what's going on. So why my channel has been neglected, and it has.
Well, it ain't just your channel that's been neglected either.
True, that is true. Kenny wants you all to know that he has been neglected as well. That was not lost on me, by the way, at all. Okay, so let me start with the personal stuff, and let me know in the comments if I'm too loud. I'm in my studio. I have the door cracked of my booth, and so the fan may be coming in here, and I may have my gain up too high in my audio. But just let me know if I sound too weird or if I'm like distorting on your end, which it's StreamYard. It could be doing that. So, all right. So what's been happening? Let me start professionally. I've been doing a lot of voiceover stuff. Some commercial stuff, some video game stuff, some animation stuff. I have basically a character in a game that is dropping. Well, the game's already out, but I think the event is coming out next week. And I'm not allowed to say what it is until it's out. It's one of the banes of being an actor in NDA land. You can't say anything. But for what I've gathered, this game has a really huge following, and this character a lot of people seem to like. So, and she's never had a voice actor before, so it's me. So we'll see what happens. You'll either love it or hate it if you play the game. You'll be like, "Who the hell is this girl?" But we'll see. It's definitely different from my voice, but a lot of the stuff that I do is. So, it's what we do. Get that paycheck. So I've been doing that, and then the never-ending, I guess, journey of my probate court situation, you would think would be closed by now.
You still got probably 2 or 3 more years to go.
I feel like it's 50. So let me tell you, my lawyer went to court in August to close the estate, and then I never heard from him again. So here it is, December. And I don't know what's happening. So yeah, I'm a little.
I will be getting on the phone real quick with that one.
Yeah, hey Nicholas, I'm to the point now where if you have not seen my other videos, my update videos, I'm just gonna summarize. I'm gonna do an outline of what's been happening. So my dad died June of 2022. We went into probate because he did not leave a will. He left all of his assets to my brother. My brother has special needs. My brother lives with me. But his house and all his other affairs, he left no instructions. And so the house automatically went into probate. I had to spend almost $4,000 on a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a retainer. And basically, it started with a woman that was squatting in his house. I say squatting, but she was literally a lady that my dad had invited into the house to live there. And she took it upon herself to become me. So they were not dating, but she would tell everybody that she was his daughter, that she's basically me, but not my name. And my dad went along with it. So me and my dad had no relationship in his last few years of life because of this. And while he was sick, my dad had small cell lung cancer. I did not know about it until he was dying in the ICU. So they knew for a year. No one told me. And so long story short, my father passed away. She had been at the hospital with him every day. She had his car keys, his house key, his wallet with all his credit cards, his phone. And so basically, she was trying to clean out his bank account in his house. She successfully got a lot of the stuff out of his house, including things that my mother, who has also passed away, left to me and my daughter. And what hurt me the most was our family albums, because I was born in the late 70s, guys. So I'm older. And so we didn't have Instagram, and we didn't have, any of like Facebook. None of that stuff was a thing. So everything we had were Polaroids, a little 8x10. So, that was our life. And everything was in, I think it was like 2 or 3 photo books or photo albums. And she took it upon herself to get rid of them. So I lost every picture of me as a child. I have nothing. Like, I don't have baby pictures. I don't have anything. I found 4 pictures of my daughter as a baby. I have none of my brother. I have none of my parents together. I have none of my mother other than her green card and 2 IDs that she had in her wallet. So my entire family record basically is gone because of this woman. And so my lawyer was able to get back the car. That when we got the car back, she scratched the car. She keyed it. But I live in Tennessee, and in the state of Tennessee, the laws are made for criminals. I think you've heard me say this. So because I did not actively see her key the car, even though she's the only one that had the car this entire time, they didn't do anything. The law wouldn't arrest her. She also took thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars out of my dad's bank after he died. Actually, the same day he died, a few hours after he died, they wouldn't do anything. So she got away with it, basically. And so that was the first half of the trauma. And then the lawyer. So while all this is going on, something happened with the floor of my brother's room. There was a leak. I guess it came from his ceiling. But so we had a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, really big. And I told him there's a wet spot. I even have it on docket. Like they actually transcribed it when we went to court to get the car back, when the judge asked me how the house looked. So I literally was telling the lawyer all the time, you need to get this fixed. There's still house coverage and we have insurance. You need to fix this. He's like, he never did anything. And so literally about 8 or 9 months ago, he decided to try. No, I'm sorry. It was less than that. It was 7 months ago. He decided he was going to finally do something. By the time he did it, we had so many storms. There was $22,000 worth of damage and a man-sized hole in the ceiling. And so he cut the house value in half. He sold my dad's house because he was the executor. I made him the executor because I couldn't handle all the people calling me. But that was a mistake. So he made all these decisions and didn't talk to me. So he sold the house for half the value to a friend that flipped houses. And then my dad had a $12,000 generator that had not been paid off that he threw into the house sale for free. While the state still has to pay back the $12,000 or whatever the balance is on the $12,000. So all of this stuff has led to me having a lot of stress. And I have a chronic illness. So the stress was messing with my health. So I had to step away from a lot of stuff. I was like, I can't handle this. And so I have not been speaking to the lawyer. I haven't reached out to the lawyer yet because I know that the other side of angry grandma will come out. And we may be on the news.
We don't need angry grandma.
I mean, every time the house has sold, my dad's house has sold. And like I said, it's sold for full value. which means the person he
Wow.
sold it to got a lot of money. And me and my brother, we have no idea if we're getting anything because the estate is not closed. He went to court in August to close it. It is still pending open.
Wow.
And he has not reached out to us. And my brother has a conservator lawyer. So we have conservatorship over him. And so I asked him, I'm like, have you heard from him? And
They said no.
the other lawyer's like, no. As a matter of fact, I have 2 other cases and he hasn't reached out to me either. So we are having a lot of stress right now. And I can't leave the state of Tennessee until the estate is closed. We're moving to Texas or to Dallas. I can't leave because the estate is still open and with a question mark. So that happened. And then on top of that, my spouse, which I get, you guys all know, I'm married to a Korean American, trans male, but River is not transitioned. So to some people, they still see 2 females married, which is fine with me. I'm pansexual, so it doesn't bother me either way. But like, just saying. But for somebody who is transgender, there's dysphoria in that. So there's a lot of that. And then at work,
Right.
because we live in the South, and my spouse, who works for an organization, I won't say the name, but just say that their mission is basically pro everything POC, but is ran by a white woman. There are other white women in the office, and they discriminate, and I've seen it, against POCs. So
Wow.
it is absolute BS. And so my spouse got so bad from all of this crap at work and like workplace bullying that River started like breaking out into hives every single day. So right now my spouse is out on short-term disability because cannot be with these people and is moving to a different department when he goes back, I believe at the end of January. But it's been a process because in the middle of that, so my illness caused me to be severely anemic. So I am on iron right now, like really high doses of iron. If it does not, I'm on liquid iron because the supplements don't work. So I take iron twice a day in very high amounts. If it does not work, I have to have an infusion. So I'm hoping I don't, because that is not fun. But it's been 3 months now. So I've been on for the past 3 months, I've been on iron twice a day. Just because I was so weak, I couldn't move around. So, and remember, I'm having to work full time. So this is like, even though I work in this booth, I mean, standing here reading these scripts and doing all these things and auditioning and having directors, it is a lot when you have zero energy. So it has been a process. And then at first they thought I had my mother's disease. So they tested me for cancer. So I had to go through a big cancer scare 2 months ago for acute myeloid leukemia, which is what my mother had. But luckily the hematologist said I don't have it.
Thank God.
Thank the Lord. I do have to check again in the future because it could be passed down, but because my mother had it and pretty much every sibling had it. So, but it does not mean that I will get it. They just want to make sure that I'm not going to get it. So fingers crossed.
Right.
I don't have that, but I don't. But he did say I am. He said my iron was so low. I was in the singles. Ooh. And he said that I didn't have any iron in my body. It was just stored in my liver. I was using liver reserves for iron. That's how bad my iron is.
Wow.
So I was like, well, so they think it's from my chronic illness. It's just depleted my iron supply. Yeah.
Iron supply.
So, and I knew it. I mean, guys, I would go to the grocery store and I would literally I would have a shopping cart and I'd be walking around the store hunched over like I was like disabled.
That stuff is debilitating.
It is very debilitating. So I've been humbled by what our body can do to us. So I've learned a lot.
Look, take it from me. I've been going through for 10 years. So trust and believe.
I know. Well, what's also weird about my chronic illness also causes other weird stuff. I was diagnosed with diabetes for 2 days. I'm so serious, for 2 days, because when they rechecked me, because they're like, something's off, my levels went back to normal. And they always do an A1C count for 90 days. So it's every 90 days, every 3 months. Mm-hmm. And they can't figure out why, like something in my body will trigger my A1C to go completely insane and my insulin to go completely insane. And they don't know why. And then it just, something levels out and then it's normal. And I'm like, well, so I eat like a diabetic now because I'm scared. And my dad was diabetic. I'm like, I don't want this to be like a precursor to it. So I don't eat sugar anymore. I cut out dairy. So I don't eat dairy anymore because dairy means you cannot absorb iron. And you know what else makes you not absorb iron? Caffeine. So guess what? Your girl can't go to Starbucks anymore. So even the decaf, because I was on decaf, I can't do decaf anymore.
Well, I'm
So
gonna tell you, I'm a bad diabetic. I still do sugar, but in small amounts. I still eat a certain amount of sweets, but every so often, like I had my Dutch apple pie for Thanksgiving, but that's gone, so I won't have another one till next year.
I can't do
So,
it, man. Can't do it. My birthday cake is going to be a keto cake that is basically dairy free, so it's vegan keto, but it's a berry chantilly cake. So everything is plant
oh, the
based.
chantilly cake. Oh my
Yep.
God, I love those things.
Yep, that's what I'm having. So I make all my own stuff. So because I just, by the grace of God, and this is going to sound really weird, I'm so happy that I had a father who only believed in a way that women should cook and clean and be married, because I learned to cook really well. That's the only reason I'm thanking him for that. All the other is BS, because we can do whatever we want. But
No,
like that one thing, him pushing me to learn how to cook all this stuff, I think saved my life, because I have so many friends that have medical problems and they don't know how to cook and they don't know how to take care of themselves. And the doctors do not help you. They do not
no,
help
they
you.
don't. They want you on medication
So
so they can
yeah,
get paid.
that's what it is. So
That
yeah.
because I'm gonna tell you, I'm sorry to take over, Maria, but I have to say this because you just made a point.
I mean,
I've been
what
on.
do you mean a point? Ugh.
I hate you.
I know. Every day.
but
Every day.
the doctors, okay, I've been on insulin for since 2019. So probably like 4 years I've been on insulin. And I'm trying to get off of the medicine. Now I've lost a lot of weight. If you guys have seen me on Instagram or my TikTok, which you probably haven't because you didn't know about it, I've got pictures up of me slimming down. But my doctors tells me instead of they want to put me on more medication instead of taking me off the medication. And I'm like, no, we're trending backwards, not forward. I
Yep.
want to get off this stuff.
Yep.
I said, I don't like taking medicine. Now, the only medication that I really want to stay on if I have to is my cholesterol pill. Because sometimes your cholesterol may, be tricky. You may not eat a lot of greasy foods or anything like that, but it still can go sky high.
Well, I
So
mean, genetically too. If someone in your
yeah,
family has cholesterol, then you can have cholesterol
that's
issues.
that's the
Yeah.
only one I would rather stay on. But the other stuff, I need to come off
I'm
of those.
telling you, Kenny, if you eat a plant-based diet, your cholesterol will drop, because mine's been dropping
Oh,
steadily.
mine has been dropped. Trust and believe. I haven't had that much. We don't really eat a lot of greasy foods. Now I did have Chick-fil-A today. I did, but that's been like I haven't had Chick-fil-A in like 3 weeks.
I'm judging you, but I don't eat
I
meat, so
know
you're
you
fine.
do.
No, I don't eat meat. You're fine. You're fine.
Well,
If
chicken
I
isn't
ate
meat.
meat and then I couldn't chicken.
Chicken is poultry.
Oh Lord. Oh
It's
Lord.
poultry.
It is.
Now I could see if I hadn't said if I ate a cow, then you could judge me. Well, you're gonna judge me anyway because I'm doing it
I've been
tomorrow.
judging you so hard in this last 2.5 seconds. My head hurts, because every
You
so often
always
you will
judge
say
me. You even
something.
judge me
It's
when we
like,
be talking about Marco Polo. You still judge me.
because
I
you
feel the
say things that
judgment
should be
there.
judged. Oh my God. Like literally in my mind, it's like, what the hell? Question mark. Because you literally just told me that chicken was not considered meat. I'm done with you. Done with the you.
Wait,
Exclamation
excuse
point.
you. You
Glory,
judge me.
hallelujah, amen.
Hold
Woo!
on. You judge me even if my
Woo!
pinky toe was red. You still judge me. So
I
what's
mean,
the difference?
I would like to know why it was red, but yeah, that's fine. You know what? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, no, no,
Nicholas, I don't miss
no.
this. She is not going to continue on judging me until I judge her.
I'm going to be judging you for the rest of this, but I'm going to do it in my mind. So anyway, moving on from this, whatever you just said that was not right. Every so often you got to give me the misinformation. I understand, but
Whatever.
but yeah. But yeah, we're not gonna continue talking about health stuff this whole term. I promise you. But yeah, so that I just wanted you guys to know what's going on. And the last, like, I guess, key health thing that I've talked about is that my spouse was also tested for lupus, and the results
Ooh.
came back inconclusive. So some things are
Goodness.
showing lupus, but some things are not. There are not enough markers to say that it is lupus, but River has bursitis and all this other stuff, so definitely has lupus markers. So we have to test again in 6 months.
I hope you'll be
So
okay.
Yeah, so that, like I said, there's been a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Your girl has been going through it for years, but like I think this last 3 years have been the hardest of my
I
entire
know.
life. Like it's just been bam, 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 and it's been insane. So,
I know
um,
because it all started the night that Charm ended.
yeah, the day after actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
as everything
yeah.
started going to hell. Because like I had you take over my stream because my dad was in the hospital, and then I found out the
Hmm.
next day that he had died. So yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
that's crazy.
That's when it actually started, and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna help my girl out, even though she judged me, but I'm gonna still help her
Ugh.
out."
So anyway, I've been catching up on stuff though. I told you as I watched Blue Beetle at the drive-in. I do plan on watching Blue Beetle again because when I went to the drive-in, I like the drive-in, but sometimes some folks who drive big trucks from I don't know Mississippi need to keep their
Ooh.
butts at home because I have a Prius and I can't see over your fucking your car, your truck. So I missed like the first 6 to 7 minutes of the movie. The whole opening I missed.
Now I'm gonna
So
say I've heard some bad reviews about Blue Beetle.
I loved Blue Beetle. So whoever said that, shut your holes. Shut it. It was awesome. And you know what? Shut it some more. So
I cannot.
but if you want me to go down my disappointment list, I have a love-hate relationship with Secret Invasion. And only because if you
Oh,
followed
I
me from
heard
the
bad reviews
beginning,
about that too.
so if you followed me from the beginning of my channel, actually, especially we're more heavily into MCU, you will know that the one thing I was waiting for was Secret Invasion, but we did not get Secret Invasion. We got a not so secret invasion, and we didn't get all of our players in it. We didn't have any. We had technically one hero, and then another hero taking on other heroes, or Captain Marvel's powers. If this is spoiling you, close your ears. Blah 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 blah.
No,
One, two,
I'm gonna
three,
say
four,
this.
five.
I'm gonna say
But
this. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
I just want to say that like I love Samuel L. Jackson. I love him as Nick Fury. This is no hate to the actor. I'm just glad he's getting work. But I mean, Secret Invasion should have been better than Loki season 2, and it was not. Loki season 2 was epping amazing, and Secret Invasion, which is kind of Marvel's version of Crisis on Infinite Earth, was not. So I tried, guys. I literally was like, I'm not going to say anything about this until I watch the whole thing. I watched the entire thing, and I was like,
It wasn't the movie or the
it was
the
a series
episode,
on Disney
the
Plus.
series?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They should have just called it Nick Fury. I mean, this could have been a precursor to Secret Invasion. And then I would have been like, okay, so this stuff's going down. That would have been amazing to me. But that is not what they did. They took one of my favorite storylines in Marvel and they dumbed it down. They took out the coolest elements of it and then they just took a poop on it. And it's like, okay. Now, I will say there were engaging parts. They unfortunately killed off a character that I really liked, which I was not happy about.
Wow.
And yeah. And so they did things, but I don't know why they did these things. But this goes back to what I said about MCU. MCU is its own universe. So this is MCU's version of Secret Invasion. It is not Marvel's version of Secret Invasion. It's not, unless they go to Prime Earth, because I'm telling myself that did not happen on Prime Earth, and somehow Nick Fury is over there. That maybe there's a chance to get a better Secret Invasion. To be fair, they did another version in the comics, so why not do it again? But I mean, it's just they lost so much from how that happened, and I'm gonna tell you, your girl loves War Machine. I wasn't even happy with that. We didn't even see War Machine in Secret Invasion. We didn't see him.
Okay, who played War Machine in Iron Man?
Which version?
Was it the first or the second?
Oh, hold on. I know his name. 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 I know his name.
Because I know it's the black guy, not Don Cheadle, but the other black guy.
Damn. So James Rhodes was played by, wasn't it David McElhenney?
I don't know. Let me check.
No, it's created by David Michael. I'm losing my fucking mind. What was his name? What the hell was his name? Don Cheadle plays him now. What was his name? Because I never understood why they recasted him unless he walked away.
You talking about Terrence Howard?
That's who it was.
Oh.
But I don't know why, because like I don't know why he didn't do the second movie, because I don't think there was a scandal or anything happening.
I've heard about that. The reason why he was replaced was because a lot of people they say he was an asshole
on set.
On set.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of MCU people that were divas and assholes on set.
And I guess Robert Downey Jr. did not really want to be dealing with him, so they recast.
That's what it was.
I'm looking at it right now, but yeah, I didn't know Don Cheadle played War Machine. I thought it was another guy.
No, Don Cheadle's been there since the second movie, and honestly, I don't have a problem with him. I loved him even when he did his like stint when he was in was it Falcon and Winter Soldier. For some reason, we're out of my head when they had like a little cameo by him, and he was giving advice to Sam about being a black man as a superhero and how it's always going to be harder, which is true. I mean, look, when they wrote that script, I bet you they were reading the forums after Endgame. They're like, look at these racist mother, like, let's throw that in the script. But I mean, yeah, but I feel, first of all, I need my bromance back. That is Bucky and Sam, because quite frankly, it works. I like the chemistry between those two. Winter Soldier and Falcon, or now Captain America, have the best friendship bromance chemistry on set, because Chris Evans Captain America and Bucky, it just seemed weird. Like they needed therapy. Like,
well, see, I
don't know what was going on there.
I was about to say, see, this is the problem that I had with Hollywood casting all these celebrities as heroes. Like the same thing that's going on with Power Rangers. You got so many, you got Mighty Morphin mixed in with Zeo, and then when they did the the legendary battle, you don't know who the hell is behind each.
Well, and whose fault that is? Saban's fault.
It is his fault,
because Gokaiger, first of all, was an amazing Sentai, and the plot supported why they had a legendary war and why they had Ranger keys. But when we did Megaforce, they did not have backstory. There was nothing. They did their best to reinvent MMPR in the first episode, even down to, the whole my hair gets tangled in the helmet trip that Emma said that was Kim's classic line in the MMPR original. That's one of the reasons I disliked, Megaforce, is because they took Gokaiger and they're like, nah, well, we don't need to do any of that. We just need to copy MMPR and throw a little crazier crap in the mix and never explain anything, like, oh, why is my suit green now and not black? Well, it's because the alarm's on by. It's like stupid crap like
don't
that.
Even explain nothing.
That's how they got out of plot holes. They're like, we're just not going to say anything, and then like it never supported at all why. What was it? Zordon's Revenge, which was a Gokaion ship that they would travel on. Why that was only implemented during fights, and one time when they were like flying around looking for stuff. It was stupid. And if you see, what is it? The Cosmic Rangers?
Cosmic Force. I actually did like
Fury. That. Cosmic Fury.
Yeah, Cosmic Fury.
I thought they could have been Gokaiger because of how they were traveling around and shipping stuff. I'm like, that's literally
what they did.
That's what they did. As a matter of fact, Power Rangers in space could have been a good Gokaiger. They just needed the pirate ship. Just saying, because they were doing the same thing, just traveling around on the ship. And I'm like, that is what we needed. We needed a purpose behind it. And Megaforce didn't have it. There was no driving force behind it. It's stupid. So when they introduced all these characters, Cody, these like Sentai teams, it's like, we never saw that. Oh, look, cool, ninja powers.
Night Ranger was out there, and we had their Zords and the White Ranger, but they didn't. I'm just sitting here like,
well, they introduced Flashman. And they've never done Flashman in the States. So Flashman was never a thing. They had a Jetman cameo. I mean, they had all these different Sentai suits with no explanation of where they came from. And that's what happens when you have half-ass, research and writing, and you don't know what to do because you never did this stuff. And they could have made some stuff up.
Let me tell you, this is what I had said. They could have took Mighty Morphin, moved them over after after the their fight with Rita. They could have moved over. Lord Zed could have come in. He could have brought Zordon could have had them like as the reserve team. Go somewhere else. Bring in Adam, Rocky, Aisha.
You talking about for Megaforce?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I already fixed Megaforce. I did a whole video on this. Let me tell you how we would have fixed this show.
Ooh, I need to watch that.
Let me tell you, my eye is burning. So if you see me like doing that, it's because my allergies are like bad, guys. It's just bad. It's always bad though. I'm always having problems. But all right. So this is how Megaforce would have been fixed by Maria. So the big epic Power Ranger battle involved all of the known teams, and all of them died. And before all of their powers went away, their power keys went to the 5 from Megaforce. And it was their job to try and gather up all of the Ranger keys to bring all of the teams back so they can find a way to go back in time. And that would have made the Galleon a time machine where they could go back to all the errors of these teams and convince them to help them get their grand powers like in Gokaiger. And at the end of it, they could redo the battle and save everybody. And that way kind of resetting the timeline. That would have been effing cool.
It would have, but the one problem, they did. Who would have been the Yellow Ranger for Mighty Morphin? Because we still have Aisha. We've got
it would have been Aisha, because like technically speaking, if you're going the problem with MMPR, then Zeo, then Turbo, and and then technically you could throw in Space because they did, but the guard changed. But if you're going by OG, MMPR started with Kimberly and Trina. Trini, and Trini's actress died in real life. But to be fair, she could have been in the suit.
That's what they did.
And so they could have got it back from her in the suit.
I think they did that until to Once and Always. Yeah. And when Men came in, if you saw in Cosmic Fury, when Billy was in the Megazord, the Yellow Ranger was behind him, so we don't know if that was Men or if that was Aisha.
If it was the beginning, it more than likely it was.
No, it was like towards the middle. It was towards like the middle. I think
is this when Trini, the one where Trini's daughter gets her powers?
Oh no, I'm talking about Cosmic Fury.
Oh, Cosmic Fury. Okay.
Yeah, because he was in the Megazord when the other Rangers were on another planet.
Yeah.
And you saw her in the background.
Well, what I liked about their even though I think they could have done more with that episode where, they introduced Trini's daughter, what I liked about it is you actually showed that they came up with reserve teams. So they had team 1, had Kimberly and all them, which means at some point, for some reason, Kimberly gets her power coin back. And then now, if you're not a Boom Comics fan, you probably don't know. But like if they went by Boom Comics, it does make sense. But in the canon, Power Ranger timeline, she gave up her powers to Kat.
She gave her powers to Kat.
She did not have her power coin back, which means that even though they were able to recreate it and Kat got her, she still had her power coin, So like, it's just, they don't explain it.
Well,
and I don't know why.
Remember, all the power coins were destroyed by Master Vi.
They were, and we had Zeo crystals too. And but to be fair, to play devil's advocate, because I like doing this game. Okay, so Adam came back during Power Rangers in Space with a broken, power coin, but then he came back again during an Operation Overdrive, another show I have issues with, and his coin was fine. His coin was completely fine, but then so did Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm had their powers, but their power, or at least Tori, because Tori was there.
Yeah.
And Tori wasn't supposed to have her powers either. So like I said, it's all depends on who's directing and who's writing at that time. They don't care about continuity in the Power Rangers.
You know what? I think they kind of try to, weave it all in together. I think it was doing Beast Morphers. When I don't know what Robbie's character's name is because I didn't watch Beast Morphers. But Beast Morphers. They was trying to connect it all, saying
you say Robbie or Hobby?
No, Rory. I think I did say Robbie. I meant to say Rory. I think that what they tried to do is explain like the Morphin Masters.
Yeah.
Went back and when Jason came through the portal, it's supposed to have gave everybody back their powers, or either when Zordon died, it released their powers, released all of his energy and restored all the everybody's powers from Mighty Morphin up to space.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which makes and that's fine. That is fine. I have no problem with that.
I
But
don't
like
either, but
Megaforce having a Zordon's Revenge, it's like, why? Megaforce is if you ask me which Power Ranger series I cannot stand the most, it is Megaforce. But if you ask me the top two, it is Megaforce and Operation Overdrive. Those two shows,
oh my god,
oh my gosh, they are so problematic
I
for me.
hated Overdrive.
I I like the henshin or the morph because it was different. And if you like Bowcatcher, you're gonna like how they did the morph. But that's that. That's about it. Yeah, everything else was just, yeah.
I
It,
hate it.
I just didn't. I didn't like the music. The music sucked. I didn't like the opening
Oh
song sucked.
yeah.
I didn't like the plot. The plot they tried to follow Bowcanger, but it just didn't work for them. And then the twist with the Red Ranger was so. Yeah, I was like,
Nah, I'm not gonna
you
lie. Now
guys can do
that
better.
threw me off. I mean, that threw me off. Everybody kind of liked the idea, but the way they implemented it was stupid.
Yep.
They said if they could have fixed that, if they would have fixed that and gave it a little bit more depth in the beginning, not we would have never known he was an android until towards the end. But they could have, his father could have made it a little more apparent to,
Yeah.
to try to at least give you hints.
Yeah.
Don't do it when the final battle's about to happen and he overhears you and find out, oh, I'm a cyborg, I'm an android, and like what?
Yeah.
It was stupid. It was
yeah.
stupid. But
I was like, sorry, River's texting me from wherever I'm not allowed to know about. Just it's just, I don't know, but no, like there's just there's so much because like okay, I'm gonna go to Japanese Sentai land. Okay, I'm watching a Sentai now called King Anger. And basically, it is set on a planet called Terra, which is opposite Earth. It's pretty much a mirror world of Earth. And all of the Rangers are the leaders of their nation. So we have a queen. We have Papillon Ranger is like pretty much from a planet that just judges people. It's like the prison planet, which is really cool. And the character, she's one of those characters that's very, she has a deep voice. She's very stoic. But then ever so often she just screams. And she's like, she screams out loud and scares the hell out of you because she's like, I gotta if you don't let the stress out, then basically, So she's a badass character, but she has two vices. One, she screams, and then she's like addicted to this children's show that has this big fluffy thing called Mofun. And so she has the dolls everywhere, and she has a big life-size one that she hugs. But she's like this completely badass, no nonsense character. It is absolutely hilarious. You have a Red Ranger who has a secret. There's a guy who should have been the Red Ranger who is now looks like he's going towards the dark side. The Black Ranger is over a kingdom that is like a farming society. The blue one is over a tech planet. He's a president. He's actually not a royalty. He's the president elect of this whole like extremely VR tech world, which is pretty cool. Yeah, everybody's like assigned the thing. And the Yellow Ranger, she's from a medical, like a plant, like flower plant and medical planet. So her parents were doctors. She's a doctor. Everybody's a doctor, but she's also kind of selfish. It's really crazy. And but they have the coolest plot. It's almost like watching 12 Kingdoms as a Sentai. And I love it.
I would think that sounds so actually good.
It is really good.
And that's what I like about Sentai, because Sentai actually give their Rangers backstories and why they have these powers.
Yep.
Instead of our American version just giving these people powers, not really understanding where these powers come from. Because nobody still, and like my friends that I met at Ranger Stop, I've been questioning them like, what are the Power Rangers' powers? They always say they have these powers, but what are they? We really never see them. In Sentai, they have individual powers that you can be distinct, that can be distinct. And even if you can't tell what their powers are, they're totally different than what, the American versions are, because we don't know what their powers are. All we know, they got the power to, transform in these suits. They do get super strength. They do have the ability to control these huge robots. But what is their other powers? I mean, what?
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I'm not trying to hate on all, because I mean, it's hard to adapt a popular show in America. But I mean, it's not that hard, you know what I mean? And just Terrell, King Andre is doing another team up with them on Sunday. It was in the preview, so you actually can go look. I think it's episode 39 or 40 is what they're on right now. And there is a new team up with them, but I think this time all the Hero Rangers are going to be on Terra. So, because they've already established that there was like a connection with where the people from Terra came from.
Team up with Q Danger?
Hero Ranger is, and it's actually very cool. I'm not going to spoil it, but they do reveal, they introduce a new character named Prince. And Prince is, he has a connection to the team. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone. Terrell knows what I'm talking about, but I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, so there is another team up with King Andre on Sunday because they just did the trailer for that, or just played the trailer for that. So I am excited about that. But yeah, I mean, we can sit here and talk about Power Rangers all day. I'm telling you, because there's so much going on with Boom Comics. We don't know what Hasbro is going to be doing. Like, I know that Netflix is doing a new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reinvention of some sorts. Now that SAG strike is now that I knew you were gonna whip out a Megazord.
Yes, I mean, if Q Danger is gonna be in the new Sentai with the team up, I want to be a part of it.
Well, learn Japanese. What the heck? Like,
I'm mad because
you're always mad. Like, you're mad every day.
And then Hasbro they done took Q Dano and turned it into just any one of them Rangers. They had control over any Zord that wasn't even theirs. But what was cool that Billy did get to pilot the Wolf Zord. Throwback.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Because I need you to hear this. Kenny, chicken is a meat high in protein and low in fat, which varies in both white and dark meat. Just thought I'd throw that out there, Strike when you thought I wasn't still thinking about the fact that you said chicken was meat.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you never do. That's the problem. I need you to embrace the fact that you don't know anything.
This is my face, and this is who you're talking to.
I love you so much, Kenny. I love your mind. You're actually very smart, but then you just say something that makes me realize that for one moment in time, you lost your mind. I'm like,
oh wow!
Lost your mind.
One moment in time,
just one, and then it goes away, and then my brilliant, sweet, funny friend comes back. But when you just told me that chicken was not a meat, my brain could not let that go.
Well, I was always told, because I said chicken, and this is coming from people who was like vegetarians and stuff. They was like, chicken is not a meat, it's poultry. I was like,
I need you to stop hanging out with these people immediately, because they're the ones that tell you crack isn't a drug, it's sugar. Move on, buddy. Move on.
Oh, I know the difference between crack and sugar. Trust and believe. I know the difference.
Put a sign on the front of yourself that says there is no hope in dope, and move on.
I know the difference between that. Trust and believe. You ain't got never tell me. You even come to my house and say, okay, I got some sugar for you, and this stuff looks so choppy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you now. No. Kenny Lowe is the sweetest person you will ever meet. And he is not an idiot by any scope of the imagination. But there are times in his life, like today, when he told all of us in this stream that chicken was not meat, that his mind goes to another multiverse planet that we are not on. So on the Earth that he visits, maybe chicken, maybe it's not a meat. Maybe it's made out of toilet paper. I don't know. But
in my defense,
you have no defense.
As I always say, in my defense,
no, sir.
I was told this. Okay.
And in your defense, you are grown, and you need to make informed decisions for yourself.
But this is when I was
and throw away the misinformation.
No, this didn't happen in my 30s. This happened when I was like 18, 19, and early 20s.
We are judging you. You have been judged. So anyway.
Well, I'm judging this time, so
Mimikyu is stronger than all of the Megazords. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Thank you, Nicholas. What defense? We're gonna
get out of this fight. You ain't got no dog in this fight.
We are. He not only has a dog, he has a whole damn sleigh. But listen to me. Listen to my words.
Okay.
So anyway, we've been talking about Power Rangers. We've been talking about MCU. We have not talked about DC at all. Why have we not talking about
We
DC?
don't need to.
What?
We do not need to. I am so happy that we ain't talking about DC because that screwed up universe right now.
But
I'm just done.
okay, but
No.
James Gunn did do really well with Peacemaker. You had to put it out there. I like Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was not done in a way everyone's saying it is. I enjoy Blue Beetle a lot. And if you have Max or HBO Max, it is Max now. It is streaming. You can watch it right now for free on your streaming service. Watch Blue Beetle. I think they did a really good job with it. So all these other people that are hating can go take that haterade and go drink it somewhere else because that movie was good.
Hold on.
So,
I just want to, since you want to bring in DC, let's do this real quick before you keep going. I've always asked this question, and I want to know your opinion and the chats too. If Wonder Woman and Rogue got into a fight, who would win?
What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong? Okay, there are a lot of caveats to that. So, did Rogue touch Wonder Woman first?
Not yet.
So she has her gloves on.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be an exact split tie, and let me tell you what, they would beat the hell out of each other. It would be hot as hell, and I'd be sitting there with popcorn watching it. That's exactly what would happen.
The same thing, but I always say Rogue will always win.
No, they would beat each other. They would do a knockout. It would be like Doomsday and Superman. They hit each other, and things would be flying around, and I would be very excited. That is exactly what would happen. That is my honest opinion. That is what I'm saying, and that is final.
Well, I'm just saying because see, I've always wanted to know everybody else's opinion. The thing is, the reason why I always say Rogue will win is because for one thing, she can touch Wonder Woman, but she's already. But you got to remember, she's fought aliens. She's fought gladiator of the Shi'ar Empire. So if she,
but you're acting like Diana did not do the same thing in the DC universe.
No, I'm not discounting her. I love Wonder Woman. Let's get that straight. I love her. But I just love Rogue more.
But that's the thing. It's always who you love more. If you love Captain Crunch more, Captain Crunch is always going to win this fight. That's basically how it works. But in reality, if you're going by skills, they're going to tie.
A good point. No, Ray makes a good point. Can Rogue absorb magic? She tried to absorb the cyanic crystal, the crystal Sidorak.
She tried to absorb Wanda. And where was it? It almost killed her. That's what it was. It was too strong and almost wiped her mind or some crap. But no, I feel, and I know Rogue doesn't need to touch you anymore. But my thing is, and this is my opinion. Wonder Woman is not going to stand there and let you touch her. It's just not going to happen.
Oh no!
And
you gotta beat
these two women are going to beat the hell out of each other. And I think Wonder Woman is strong enough that it's going to take Rogue a minute to absorb her completely. Because she's not completely human, she's not. So.
No, she's an Amazonian. Yeah.
Well, and plus, technically, her father, depending on, which version, is a god. So, I mean, and she was molded out of clay. She wasn't born of a woman. She was molded out of clay. So, I mean, she's not human. So, but to me, to solve this for you, they need to be fighting in mud, and it needs to be hot, and then I'm okay with it. So that's who it would be a tie. Yeah.
Hold on. So wait, I haven't followed this. So Nick is saying Rogue doesn't need to touch you anymore. What happened? Because I do know she lost her powers.
She's lost her powers, and Nanny had they also had a choker. It was a choker or a bracelet or something she used to wear after she was kidnapped by. Was it the Nanny Nicholas that kidnapped her? I remember it was like Storm and her, and then Gambit or Remy. There was somebody else, and like the only way her and Remy could touch each other is they had these collars on that took their same thing they did with the Morlocks that took their abilities away. But then they modified the technology. If I remember correctly, they made a choker for her where she actually could have her powers disabled while she wore it, and if she needed it, she just took the choker off.
Oh, okay.
And I cannot remember. Like I said, I'm another year older today. So my memory is going out. It's gone. It is true what they say. After 40, your stuff goes downhill. Well, I am 7 years in. And you guys are the only ones I tell my age to, by the way, because, I'm a voice actor. And if I tell them my real age, I'll get typecast. So I don't do that. But
And I'm telling you, because I'm 3 years into it, next year it'll be 44. So trust and believe, I know exactly what you're talking about. But the reason why I asked, because I read to where she lost all of Miss Marvel's powers, and then she actually touched Wonder Man's and absorbed all of his powers permanently. But she was gonna give them back, but he told her she can keep them. So I'm just like, but
well,
Wonder,
that's in that universe. Like, let's just be clear. It depends on the Earth, the universe, the story writer. It just the comics are so hard to track because
that's what I'm
everything
saying.
changes all the damn time. So I
That's why
mean,
I stopped reading them, because they changed so damn much.
yeah, I love
And-
comics, but it's really hard when they change them. Like they retcon everything. It's like you read this really kick-ass series, and then the next one comes out and undoes it. It'll undo everything that just happened in the
oh,
previous. I'm
you
like,
know they retcon Nightcrawler's birth,
lineage, yeah, I heard about that. That
and
it's Destiny and
and Mystique.
Raven had a
Right.
baby together. I was like, okay.
I'm like,
And I want to know how that happens genetically. I didn't know
that's what I'm
shapeshifting
saying.
gave you sperm, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone.
That
I'm
I
gonna
was
leave it
gonna say,
alone.
how would that happen? I said, don't get me wrong, I love it, but how did that happen?
Yeah.
I said they should have just left it as Azov as his father, with from what I heard, I forget what his name was, the writer who actually came up with that, they did not want to do it.
I bet they
But
didn't want to do
now that he's been gone for years, and now they're actually implementing this idea now.
that. Yeah, hang on, my fan's trying to go out. I'm like, what is happening?
Oh
down
yeah,
here?
you about to die up
I
in there.
can't be in here without a fan, guys. I will die.
She about to die in that slave box.
That's what he calls it, the slave box. I'm going back to slavery. But
I
but
only
no.
say that because I have not talked to Maria in months until today.
Well, no, he's correct though. I was telling him I had this voiceover engagement. It's like a gala. We started the gala at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. my time, and I did not log out until 3 a.m. It's like 3:17 a.m.
That's why she
And
don't
it was
do
a
content
lot.
no more.
It was a lot. I mean, your girls. Look. You gotta hustle when you're an actor, man.
Yeah.
You gotta hustle. So
I mean, I do not discriminate. I know
I,
that she's working. So
Mama's got to get that check so we can pay the internet bill so we can have these streams.
and that would be, look, because I've always told my people my stuff will be I'm gonna be so busy next year. I can't even tell y'all half the stuff that's going on. Y'all just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, and we're gonna go through your comments. I know you guys have been talking a lot. I've been looking at them, I
Yes.
promise. I have a question for you guys. Do you guys play first person shooters? Especially in like a zombie type first person shooters. Can you name some good games that have first person zombie themed shooters for me in the chat, especially if they're on Steam? Tell that is your homework. Tell me what good first person shooters you like.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a first person shooter, so I don't like.
I played 7 Days to Die. I have MDDS. It's Mel debarkment syndrome. So what that is I think I said this before. I went on a boating fishing trip. And when I got off the boat, my inner ear didn't realize I got off the boat because we were on really rough water and there was a storm coming. So we were out in the sea. We were past the barrier. And so my inner ear to this day, now I have motion sickness. Like it's like a weird form of I rock like I'm on a boat. And a lot of first person perspective games make me drastically ill. But for some reason, third person are good. I don't know what that's about. I've been playing the hell papucho out of Conan Exiles. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't know what it is. But your girl loves Conan. I think it's because I like finding baby animals and training them. But if you really think about it, I'm kidnapping these babies from their parents. So that's actually really
And she
effed
said, and she says, I kidnap.
And then also, if I really think about it, I'm also kidnapping people. Now, to be fair, they attack me. And then I have this fan and I can knock them out. And they're called thralls. And then I can drag them. I have like this like wire that I can basically it wraps around them and it's funny as hell. They become like spaghetti, and then you like drag them back to wherever. And I know like hash commands, so like hash, I slash home, and I put them in. They call it the wheel of pain. So really, I'm contributing to slavery, which is bad as a POC because I throw them on my wheel and I give them like gruel to eat, and then they just go around in a circle, and then they're my bitch. I mean,
but I'm bad.
yeah, if you think about it, that's pretty messed up. But it's so fun. Conan Exiles is so fun.
Well, I would tell you, I've been playing Spider-Man 2, and it's been really fun.
Oh, really?
It's been really fun because I'm trying to finish it up before next Thursday because Pokemon gets its second DLC, which is the Indigo Disc.
No, I know. My daughter is already like, she's like obsessed. She's like, "Is it help me to restate?" I'm like, "I'm on the text. Then let me know." I'm like, "What the hell is wrong with you, child? Stop shaking." Like,
well, we may get it Wednesday night because technically in Japan it's Thursday morning. So since they're a day ahead of us, we may get it like on Wednesday night, around about maybe 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So we'll be able to play then. So
yeah,
I always wait till the next morning.
Well, also, guys, because I love you and I hope you love me, please support human actors, guys, because my industry is in danger. Like, they're trying to go full AI with video games right now. And if they do, your girl is going to have a big part of her income crapped away, basically, because they won't need humans. And it's actually it's really scary for us. We had a big strike. Like, I know you heard about the SAG after strike. Part of it was successful. A lot of actors that are on camera, especially AAA actors, the ones you see, the elite, the ones like, my queen, Viola Davis, if they copy her voice or her image, she can sue the hell out of them, whatever. But they basically left us voice actors out of the negotiations. So now studios can come to us, and if we don't agree to allow them to let our voices train their AI, then we don't get hired. And so we're having to fight for our rights all over again, and it's behind the scenes. So
and see, I was
it's actually kind of messed up.
Why would they not include voice actors in
they
that?
Never do. There's a reason why a lot of voice actors are in their feelings. Well, let's look at this. Arcane was amazing, and that's one of the best animated series I've ever seen on Netflix. Was Arcane. I will support it forever. Cannot wait for season 2. But let's be clear. They replaced actors from League of Legends who had these roles canonically with Hollywood names. And they do this every time. So if I play a character and everybody's like, "Oh, I love you in that character, blah, blah, blah," because I'm not a Hollywood actor, they could hire somebody else to do the role that I've been doing for years. And that's what they do.
That's screwed
so
up.
we're treated like stepchildren, basically, secondhand citizens.
And I'm gonna tell you, I like what they do in Japan. Japan voice actors, if you voice that actor for so many years, they would not replace you unless you dead and gone.
Yep. Or you retire.
Or you retire.
Yeah, well,
no, even if you retire, they will bring you you back out.
I think in Japan, being a seiyuu is what they call them, is actually a job. I mean, they go through intensive training for voice acting. What I mean by that is they have to go to training camps, like something you would see in Korea when they have all these like grueling K-pop training camps for all the guys and the girls. But they do the same thing for voice actors in Japan. They go through months and months, sometimes years of training and these like voice acting academies before they even are allowed to audition for anything. So here, it's not the case. Here, you have actors who probably never even had an acting class and they're being cast and stuff. So it's just, it's easier to be a voice actor here. But with AI, it is affecting everybody. And it's not just actors. Anyone's like artists on games, musicians. If you go on LinkedIn right now and type in AI writers, you will see they're trying to get script writers of every genre, from like contractual to creative writing, to train AIs so that they don't need humans anymore. And you know what I keep thinking to myself? Oh, we're creating the Terminator movie. Like, that's what we're doing. We're creating our replacements. That's awesome.
I'm not contributing my brain over to no AI. I refuse.
Well, what's so messed up too about us is that as an actor, they're saying that they can use my voice for free Like I do one gig, they pay me for that gig, and then for the rest of my life, they can take my voice and do whatever they want and make billions of dollars and millions of
Oh
dollars
no,
on
we need to
games,
support
and
you
I'm
guys
not
on that.
compensated. And then on top of that, if I die, they can still use my voice and not compensate my family. And that is what's happening. And because people are more into the game, they don't understand the hard work of the people behind the
People that are
scenes
behind the
and that
scenes.
we're getting screwed over. So it's a
Right.
thing.
I mean, you already know I'm gonna support you. You my girl. Even though we fight, I'm gonna still support you.
I like
No matter
fighting
what.
you. It's like part of my, workout routine during the day. So
Please, everybody, please support the voice actors because
voice
I'm
actor,
sitting.
anybody creative, anyone in the industry. Because I mean, honestly, once creative is done, they're coming for everybody else. I mean,
Oh, they're gonna come for us writers next.
yeah, they're coming for everybody. They're already coming for writers. Once they leave the creative aspect of it, they're going to come for everything. Corporate's going to start rolling out AIs. Think about finance, if financial people are not needed because an AI can do everything for you, why do I need an accountant? Why do I need a
Now,
CPA? Why do I need any of
is
that?
the question.
So
Now, okay, you about to furlough half of America, probably the whole entire country. How the hell everybody supposed to, live and survive? Are we gonna be out here fighting each other?
well, the problem is that they don't care. The only people that
That's the
care are the
problem.
people that are making the six figures and above. They don't care about what happens to us. It never have. Think about it. If you
No,
really
that's what
think
I
about
know
how our
that.
model is, a lot of people will tell you, even right now before AI, the hours we work for what we get paid versus what a CEO of a company gets paid that only does meetings and really doesn't do a lot. Unless
That's
they're a
true.
good CEO. Sometimes they work their butts off, but normally the executive staff doesn't really do much and they don't even know how to do their own jobs. You're making $14 an hour. They're making what,
Billions.
$500,000 a year, and yet if you were not at work, their whole infrastructure collapses. It is literally like modern day slavery.
It
It's just
is.
what it is. But
I
I mean,
mean,
that's the way the American economy is set up. It is set
and
up,
I
folks.
and I hate it. That's why I thank God I'm no longer in the working field because of because I hated, working all them hours and you get nothing out of it.
You get nothing, and then if you get sick and you try and take PTO, they act like you're committing a crime in this
Yeah.
country. What do
Oh,
you
I
mean you're
had
not working from the emergency room remotely?
no. Let me tell you, I caught the flu. I was working in the bakery. I told them I could not come to work because I barely could stand up and I was so dizzy. Do you know they told me if you don't come in, you will be rolled up and you'll be suspended? And
Yep.
then plus they didn't have nobody to take my place. I said any other time y'all will have somebody to take somebody's place. I don't. I'm like literally does not feel good. How can y'all make somebody come in when they're literally on their deathbed right now?
That was what that's why my spouse took time off from work, because River was running a bunch of projects simultaneously. If you're one person doing 6 different projects for 6 different people that aren't even on top of their own shit, and then you
That's
miss
hard.
one thing and then everyone blows up, that is ridiculous. And considering, even though my spouse makes pretty good money, he doesn't make what they make. They make
No.
double what my spouse makes for this much work. And you're bullying, and this is just a model that we have. And it is so unfair because it really just trickles down to everyone. I've always been of the opinion, if you work in a retail store, I am always going to be nice to you, even if you are a biatch to me, because I know what you go through in those stores to make a buck. And I know what you go through when you have to pretty much upsell stuff that you don't even give a damn about. But yet your managers sit back and they don't do anything. And the supervisors that come in, or regional managers come in, and they're like, let's just get that money, because it's literally a system of failure. It makes you feel this big, but then it makes you strive to want to become that and then do it to somebody else. It's a cycle. And we've taught ourselves that to be successful, we have to have the most money and we have to have the biggest and brightest, and our name has to be known by everybody. And it's the model of this country. It's just what it is. It's
What it
sad.
is.
It is really sad. So, but
I
enough of my
know.
soapbox. I'm over here soapboxing. I'm not trying to do that.
This supposed to be a happy and cheerful
It's a happy
because
day.
we're celebrating our girl Maria, even
That's
though my
right.
batch upside the head after this.
What you already did. That's why my eyes been leaking all this time, smacking the heck.
Oh, if y'all haven't noticed, my eye was red before we got on stream.
I think that's not true. I think
it
that you're
ain't
just
true?
trying to say that because you hit me and now you got to get some sympathy points. That's bull. Don't listen to that. Lies.
Have y'all
Chicken
noticed
is
every
not a
time me
meat.
and her do a stream, I'm the violent one out of the whole entire stream, but she's the innocent, dainty one.
Yeah, that's about
If
it.
y'all hear our Marco Polos,
Maria is dainty and innocent. Now, angry
if
grandma's a little touched in the head, but she's not out to play right now. So, I mean,
if y'all heard our Marco Polos, y'all would think differently. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And they delete in 7 days, so I don't care. All right, I'm gonna look at
I
some of the
wish I could
comments that
keep
we're
them. I
missing.
wish I could keep them. I would be a posted. I'm like, y'all see all of this abuse I get over here?
Abuse my phone. You need to be abused. So my chicken isn't meat. Anyway,
You
look.
know.
All right,
Nick, I
guys.
have not. I've been so busy. I have not.
I'm gonna look at these comments though, because we got some good comments in here. So
Yeah.
let's see. So I'm trying to get them in order, but for some reason, you know how StreamYard is. Stream's like, you will read this one right here. I'm like,
Yeah, they would
damn.
make you go back and read. They
Like,
would make you go back and read them all, and
in the order that it wants, not in the actual chronological order, which is stupid. I miss Angry Grandma. Not at all, because she comes out a lot. Like, you just don't see it. I have to keep my blood pressure down. I'm like, even today, like, we got a phone call from the caseworker for my spouse's with short-term disability, and she's like, I sent you emails, blah blah blah, and she was like, get it, you know how people get in their feelings when they're frustrated. Like, we've never talked to her in person, and I'm listening to her on the phone, and she's like, well, I sent you some emails, did you not get the emails? And I'm like, oh, okay, this bitch want to fight, cool. I'm like, oh, let me come, la 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 la.
Look, my doctor told me to keep stress free. My doctor told me I need to stay stress free.
Yeah, mine did that. It was like, I need to maybe I just need to go back to my happy place that I need to find, because she's about to look through that phone. We're gonna find out how the laws of physics works today. but so let's see. So Starbucks lost 11 billion due to boycotts. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, look. My sister is a faithful, Starbucks goer. I should have been telling her that you need to
Starbucks
boycott.
connoisseur.
And I should have been telling her you need to boycott because they are not paying their employees anything, and they're making their employees work hard for absolutely nothing.
Yep. Okay.
But she ain't gonna do
it. Keep talking. I'm getting a phone call.
She's getting a phone call, so I'm gonna have to talk to you guys for a few minutes. Let me see. I don't even know where she is on her comments, guys. I know she answered you, Nick, about Angry Grandma. Then she did that one. Let me see. Okay, Terrell, you said literally Loki became the god of the stories. Now I don't watch Loki. I don't have Disney Plus. But when I probably in the early times of next year, your boy will have a little bit more money to, try to do a little bit.
I told you we can do a watch party. I have Disney Plus. I have all of
Okay, you said that months ago.
Look, I told you, let me know.
Where have you been? You've been in the
I've
slave
been
box.
right here in the slave box. You know where I am. Where have you been?
How can we do a watch party when your behind is in the slave box?
Well, I mean, it's your fault. You putting up that damn tree for like 5 weeks. It's your fault. Anyway,
we actually put it up 2 days. We actually put it up 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Now, thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I call bull fuckery on that. So, speaking of Starbucks, my spouse just said, place a Starbucks order for something, and I'm like, irony. I guess we're not boycotting Starbucks in this house today. I'm sorry. Because I can't have. So let me tell you how pathetic this is. I can only have. Can you guys see this? The pumpkin spice creme. I can have milk with syrup, sugar-free syrup in it, because I can't have caffeine anymore. But I pretend that it's real. I just pretend.
Look, I told her I'm not a bad diabetic, but I definitely still do. I've cut back on a lot of stuff. I don't eat a lot of sugar like I used to, but I still sugar my tea, and I put lemon in it. because my mom told me lemon shrinks your stomach because she said she done lost a lot of pounds from drinking just black coffee and lemon. And I was like, I don't know how disgusting that is, and I know you're disgusting for it, but I'm not touching it. So I just use
I know you're
tea.
disgusting. I'm not touching it.
I
am
use
not
tea.
touching it. That's funny. Like, I am a tea drinker because I'm half British. I was raised. My mother used to drink tea all the time, but when they told me I couldn't have caffeine, my beautiful Earl Grey had to go out because even the decaf has caffeine in it. So, because anything black tea, it's hard to get the caffeine out. So it messes with my anemia, and I just can't have it anymore. So it sucks. It sucks when you get up in the morning. Are you have like a gig and you're up to 4 a.m., but then you have a doctor's appointment at 9 and you can't have coffee or tea. It is hard to not harm people in this world, like, because you're trying to find that happy place, and I'm like, I'm not a mean person, but I have an allergy to BS, and you are starting with me today, and I don't know why, and I can't have coffee. You trying to die?
Look, I just got a text from a friend. He was telling me, pray for him because he's about to because this his dad's girlfriend's gonna have a short life.
What?
I was like, I'm like, what the heck is going on? He's kind of like in the situation that you're in with probate, and with the woman that was squatting in.
Oh yeah,
he's in that kind of situation right about now.
If you don't know what we're talking about, we talked about it earlier in this stream.
You just have to go back.
You just have to go back. We can't revisit the trauma too much. Too much. Oh, I did want to say I forgot to include a medical diagnosis. So my father has this, or he had, because he's passed. He had this disorder in his veins and his legs called venous insufficiency, which was really phlebitis. What it means is when oxygen is, or blood really is traveling through your veins in your legs, normally it goes straight to your heart. But in people with venous insufficiency, depending on the severity, it gets stuck and goes back down. So sometimes the blood goes and sometimes it doesn't. So in my right leg, I have it near my right thigh. She said my veins look like spaghetti. And then in my left one, I have it in the lower part where my calf is. My dad had it in his entire leg, like both of his leg, like entirely. And he would get like these open sores. So I am doing everything I can to not have it progress. And I might have to have surgery. They don't know. So
God.
I don't know how I forgot that. It's a recent diagnosis too. So I was like, oh. Probably because the girl's going through so much crap. It's just another thing to put on the list. So
yeah, I know, because while you was going through a lot, Renee went through a lot. I can't really talk about it.
Yeah, I can't talk about that, but she's been through some stuff. Yeah,
she's been through a lot, and I've been.
Renee is another YouTuber, by the way, very popular. Also,
she loves me and Maria, but
she's very cool.
And these two helpers always beating up on me together. When they get together, they beat up.
I mean, he said that chicken is not meat. Anyway, speaking
that was the past, okay?
That was an hour ago.
That was the past. We're gonna leave that in the past.
You should have left it in the past when you said it. Speaking of Sentai, what are your thoughts of Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury as a whole? Because I really like it. They did the anniversary stuff better than Super Mega Force. I mean, you already heard my answer. I mean, to me, it's the American version of Gokaiger we should have had. So I'm cool.
And I actually really enjoyed it. Like Gokaiger a whole lot better. If I would have watched Gokaiger, I would have never watched Super Mega Force. And I never watched Super Mega Force, but watching Gokaiger makes me want to watch it even so much more, because that the American version is crap. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and not to mention we finally got the Death Ranger suit adapted and finally made Heckle a Power Ranger in the main canon. Although I thought in Dino Charge didn't he get a suit in Dino Charge?
I thought he was. Now my mind hurt. I heard because
I thought he got. Hold on. Now my brain's gone. It's
hold on. Gone. Now that's Dwayne, right? The guy that played
no, he started off as a villain, remember, with Snide and Sledge. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, okay, I do remember him now. Yeah, I do remember him.
I thought remember Dino Charge had so many damn Rangers. It was like so many
Oh my
that
god.
it got to the point
And
where I
the
was like,
American version didn't do it right. They didn't do it right. Like now the Sentai version, when they have that many Rangers, they always do them correctly. Yes, some of them get thrown to the wayside for the main characters, but they get done right. Because Q Danger, they had 12.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
mean,
He
they was
became.
the
Sorry, keep going.
go ahead.
He became Navy. He was Navy. He was a Navy. Well, hold on. Maybe I'm thinking of Cosmic Fury. No, but I thought he was. Guys, I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose my mind. Because I know he was fighting. Maybe I'm thinking because he was fighting with them. I guess I have to go back and watch Dino Charge again. Because for some reason in my mind, I thought Heckle got. Maybe he didn't get one. Huh. Okay, well, yeah. He finally got. You're right. I'm gonna say you're right because your mind's working, and I just turned 47, so mine doesn't. So, it's gone. I'm really happy that I can remember my name today. And how to push the go live button on StreamYard. So I think you were right. I am wrong. I am big enough to admit this because as an adult. So I believe you. I believe you. So yes, yay Heckle. Good job. I'm very
Yeah,
proud.
I mean, because Heckle was in he was in Cosmic Fury.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good.
I mean, he was
Even
good
though
in Dino Charge. I liked him in
I
Dino
didn't watch
Charge.
Dino Charge, so
You didn't watch Dino Charge?
mm-mm. Well, I'm gonna tell you the last
This is the first Black Pink Ranger we ever had, and you didn't watch it?
No, I even told Nakia and Catherine when I was at Ranger Stop. I told them that my last the last Power Ranger that I watched in America was, I think it was Samurai. Was it Samurai?
So when
No, it wasn't
Saban got it back from Disney.
No, I think it was one more. It was one more season that I watched. It was Samurai, then Ninja Storm, because I did not watch Ninja Storm. I wanted to watch Ninja Storm, but I didn't.
Keep talking.
I'm trying to see. I think Samurai was the last one I watched because when Saban got it back, they really did. I really did like Samurai, but after that, I ain't watched anything else after that. I have not, and I don't think I am. No, I lied. I did watch Cosmic Fury. I did, and Cosmic Fury was actually good since it was done by Hasbro. But 10 episodes wasn't enough. They needed at least 20 to get the whole entire, to convey everything, But they did everything in 10 episodes, so ain't much we can say. Oh, she's still on mute, so I still got to talk.
No, I forgot to come off of mute. I agree. I got to reading. So what I love about our fan base and our YouTube channels and how we all have group discussions is you will find different topics all at once in the comment section because we like to do streams that are just open to everything.
Right.
So I went from Power Rangers and saw now I'm looking at Avatar with Aang and like Kyoshi and Korra, and I'm like, so I'm just kind of going down the thread. I'm like, there's a lot going on in this.
Oh yeah, because I see Ray talking about it, and we talk about everything over here.
Well, I will tell you, I love Korra, I love Aang, I love them all. I am not one of these people that has to play favorites with genres and my favorite Avatar. I am not one of these people that have to play favorites in comic book land with my favorite titles and my favorite, basic comic studios. And I'm definitely not a person that says, if this is a male character, they're better than the female and vice versa. I like the power structures and I like the storylines. If the storylines are good, I don't care if you're a freaking elephant with no wee upside down with a tutu on top of your ass. I'm gonna love the show. I'm gonna love the plot. So I don't like. I literally hate the versus stuff. I only do versus stuff because people are always curious about whose powers are stronger or whatever. So I have done those on this channel. But in reality, who's going to win? Whoever's lucky enough to put in the last damn shot. That's who. That is who. Whoever has the fortitude to either be sneaky, strategic, or fast. That is who wins the war. It doesn't matter. I don't care how powerful you are. If you get lucky, you're going to win. Period. And that's how it is. It's just how it is.
I would say, did you hear that they're trying to adapt the third Avatar, and it's supposed to be an Earthbender this time?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no. I did hear that. Because they
Okay.
were talking about because it's gonna be after Korra dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and that's fine, but look, I'm gonna put it out there, guys. I'm put it out there. There need to be more Korra content. There needs to be a lot more Korra content. We had technically 3 comic books. One, the latest one, I'm not really calling a comic book. It's just a bunch of short stories together. But we had Ruins of the Empire was one of them, and Turf Wars was the other one. We don't have any movies. We don't have any specials outside of what we had in the main 4 books. And it irritates me because we have all of these comics for Aang. We have this kick-ass like little miniseries for Kyoshi, which I love. But we have very effing little for Korra. And it's weird. And now you're telling me there's a movie coming out for Korra, but it's coming out in what, 2026? I'm like, well, damn.
Well, you know what, Ray? I'm gonna shoot you for that one. Me and you about to fight.
Hang on a second.
I cannot. Anyway, don't be sitting up here taking up for Maria or Dilswa. I'm gonna shoot you for that. That right there is so not right. Even if I did, I'd let you know. If I did, I'd let you know.
All right, Kenny, keep everybody busy. I have to unlock the door.
Uh-oh. She's gonna be gone for like 9 years, guys. So I got to keep y'all busy because I gotta unlock the door for Carlos in a minute myself because it is 6:25. So I'm looking at the map. He should be here about. I need to get up and unlock the door in a minute. I'm glad she's back because now I gotta go unlock the door. Yes.
What? Oh, and I want to say to you guys, in case I'm not around, the Dollar Tree says happy, holidays, Merry Christmas, to all of you. So this is my Christmas message to you all. It cost me $1.25 because we're in inflation now, so it's no longer 99 cents plus tax. So
how much is it now?
$1.25 plus tax. The Dollar Tree is no longer just $1. Some
crap. Oh yeah, everything has gone. Look, we need to get a president to bring all our stuff back down.
Yeah, we do. We really do.
Yeah. Let me unlock the door for Carlos. Hold on.
See, we gotta let our spouses in. We don't know why, but it's part of the marriage contract. But no, like I know I got on my my little soapbox about the Avatar. But I just really want to have even all the avatars. I wouldn't mind having like more stories about all of the avatars and not just Aang all the time. Because we get so much about Aang, and it's fine. He's great. And I know that the movie that's coming out is going to be focused on Katara and everybody, all of them, when they were adults, probably right before he and Katara get married and have a bunch of children, have 3 children, whatever. And that's fine. That is fine. But what is not fine is ignoring Korra when the avatar that's going to follow her is probably going to be in the spotlight. And we'll get a lot of content on that. And more than likely, it's going to be a guy. And it's like, why do the female avatars get so little attention? It's really weird. I don't understand it.
Because the only way Kyoshi had got, her shine is if y'all go on, and this has been out for at least a couple of years. If y'all go to audiobook, they somebody, the creators of Avatar, this guy to write a whole two book series on Kyoshi. I'm still on the first one.
I read them all. They're so good. They are
so
super impressed with how that was handled. Yeah, I love Kyoshi's stories. I would love to have an animated version of Kyoshi. I know we've had cameo animated version of Kyoshi, but actually have it. And I'm interested to see because I saw the teaser. Everyone's calling this Avatar thing a trailer. It was not a trailer. It was a teaser. It's a teaser. Nobody talked. It's not a trailer. But the teaser for Avatar, the series on Netflix, so far, I'm not hating it.
I want to see because I definitely will be watching, and this may be something me and Maria, because Renee don't watch what me and Maria does.
Yeah,
She don't.
she's not as nerdy as us.
No, she's a gossiper. She loves to gossip.
So her and Kenny watch, what is it? The Real Wives of
The
what?
Real
Atlanta?
Housewives. Well, I'm the
Housewives.
one that watched the Real
Okay.
Housewives.
I can't watch the Real Housewives because I'm not a housewife, but I'm a wife in a house. And if I want to watch that, I'll just go stare at myself in the mirror. I don't have time for all that. So I don't care about. I can't do it. I can't do it. Guys, I have tried to watch reality shows. I really have. So many of my friends are like, you gotta watch Big Brother. And I'm
Oh,
like,
I love Big Brother. I haven't watched it in
tried. I
years.
try to watch Big Brother, but when I hear, I don't know why, but I think they're plotting against me. I totally thought we were like in this together, and like I don't know, and I'm like, but why would you think that? Because you've known them for a millisecond and a half, and if you're a fan of this show, which I'm not, but I'm sure they are, then does this not happen to every person every season? I mean, somebody gets close to somebody and they betray you, and then it's drama, and then there's more drama. No, I can't do it. I can't. For me, it's like watching paint dry. You know what's going to happen inevitably, but you got to still watch it dry, and it's just too much for me. It's too much. I need action.
Well,
I need
see,
plot.
see
I
the
need
thing.
a
Oh no, he got
destination.
plot because for some apparent reason the producers they put the women in certain situations to create the plot.
If that's nasty, you keep your producers, women in certain situations out of my life. No.
No, I said producers, not me. I
I
said
put my
producers.
lipstick on, guys. Sorry. Sorry, my lips are chapping.
I'm gonna beat her up because she is just so mean. No, the thing is,
I am not mean. I'm
abuse
not
me.
mean.
You want to abuse me? What did I do?
We're gonna have a Beat Kenny reality show.
See, y'all want to make money off of abusing me.
I'm just gonna knock the tree down on you and see if you glow in the dark.
You ain't gonna make no money because that's only one episode.
I'm done with you. But anyway. So Renee and Kenny here, they love the reality shows. No hate to them. More power to you. I cannot do it. I can't. I physically cannot watch it. I will lose my brain cells out of my head if I have to watch, especially a housewife. I don't want to watch a housewife. I don't. Well, I can't do it. It's just too much for me. It's too much for me.
I'm gonna drag Maria over to my channel and I explain to y'all why I got into the Real Housewives.
Well, Kenny, I know why. You sassy, man. You over there. I gotta be.
That is not it, woman. That is
what it is. They're like, oh, the queen over here is sassy. So am I. So
that is not it. That is not it.
That's fine. That's fine. But see,
let me give you the clip note version. Let me give you the clip note version.
Oh my god!
It was just because I was at home because I was in a roomie house at the time. Couldn't really do nothing. Didn't have nobody to talk to. So when I started watching it, I wanted to talk to people. So I just made my YouTube channel, and that's what it became. That's it. That's the clip.
You literally made a channel about the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
No. It wasn't just them. I started reviewing a lot of other shows.
Okay.
It wasn't just them.
I was gonna say that is a really interesting way of getting people to talk to you is by making a YouTube channel about a reality show.
Oh, you would not believe how many people watch it and would.
No, I do. And like I said, I'm not trying to put these people down. I'm just telling you, your girl can't do it. I cannot do it.
I was you at one point, but with me having my pinched nerves and not being able to work and can't really go out and do things, that became an outlet. So
and that's fine. Whatever helps you through that situation, I am not going to put it down for you. But I would have been like playing a video game, reading comic books, watching MCU, watching something.
I have my video games, but sometimes I got tired of playing video games, and that was
Were you married? Were you married at the time?
Yes.
Then you know what to do when you're bored. Come on, man.
He was at work.
Ah, okay, never mind.
So I had no choice. That's what I said. He was at work. I was at home.
All right, I will forgive you for this. I'm not forgiving you for the chicken crap earlier today, but I will forgive you.
Well, you don't have to. It's still poetry.
Okay. No one is arguing with the type of meat. It's the fact that you said chicken is not meat. And if it is not meat, then that means that it is paper or water or oil or some other carbon-based material that is not meat.
Everybody say fish is not meat. Do we know
and
what it is?
everybody's crazy because anything that has physical flesh, meat, and tissue is
We know fish is
meat.
a meat.
So you will say that fish is a meat, but you will not say that chicken is a meat. Kenny, the interventions I must have with you are becoming so broad that I think it's not enough. I am not enough for this. I need a panel. I
I
need to
don't.
hire a panel of people. The re-education of Kenny because he has lost his mind.
Ooh, the re-education. What you mean?
Re-educate. We got to re-educate you, man.
What I
Because
do?
you got in with some people that are weird, and they have taught you some things that are weird and
Oh no, no,
untrue.
no! I don't talk to those people. It was just in passing.
Well, if you talked to them in passing, you should have let that knowledge that they gave you pass away too, because it was wrong.
Well,
Don't let's not go back
well.
to the wonderful charmed episode that you started this whole
I stand by
conspiracy
what I
with.
said. I stand by what I said. Y'all the ones that just want to tell me she did not consent, but you ate it. I'm not even going to go there. We're not going back there.
Hold on, hold on. My baby got me. My baby got me stuff. Looky, I got flowers. And I got a Snoopy.
Oh, River, where's my gift?
Kenny said, "Where's his gift?" River's laughing at you.
I heard.
So I guess
Tell him
that's
I'm
the
bad.
answer to that question. Is
Tell
that
him I'm bad. Tell him I
I
suppose that he got $1.
you can sing him a song maybe next year. I'm like, I ain't got
You are
nothing for
crazy.
you here.
Cannot.
I
She
love
said,
you.
sing me a song, baby, next year. I'm like,
I mean, oh, so cute. So River knows I love stuffed animals. So the only thing I asked for my birthday, my daughter paid for my new demo, which is not cheap. I did not think she was going to do that, but I was telling her I wanted one, and she got with the guy, and she paid for it out of her money. And then the only other thing that I wanted, which tells you I have a level of obsession, is I wanted the DLCs for Conan Exiles, and River got me all of them.
Oh wow! Oh, speaking of box sets, do you know I Marco Polo you a box not a box, it's not a box set, it's a TV it's a Blu-ray series. Have y'all heard about Paranoia
Agent, yeah, I saw that.
I love that show.
You love it?
I
I've seen like maybe one episode of Paranoid. I have to go
It
back.
is good. I watched all 13. I thought it was a longer series, but when it was airing on when it was airing on Toonami, it was excuse me. I thought it was like maybe a lot longer, but after it ended, because it took a whole long it took like a maybe 3-4 month break or something, and it came back, and I mean it finished, and I was like, wait, what the hell? And I ain't seen it since. That show was good.
Well, I know that back in the day, Cartoon Network would play like half a series of something or a season of something, and then they would just go and never come back, and you're just left like, what the hell just happened with this show? So a lot of that happened on there.
It did, and I was mad at that. And then because everybody was saying, Bleach is finally, done. Bleach finally is about to come to an end if it ain't already ended.
Yeah.
And I stopped watching Bleach because it was just as bad as what you call it, One Piece. I cannot sit through all them damn.
I have not watched One Piece. Do not, and I know there's a live action version on Netflix. Don't hate me, guys. I have friends that are in One Piece, and I have not, like voice actors who are in it, and I haven't watched it yet. But to be fair, when I saw the count of episodes, like the episode count, I got intimidated because I'm like, I don't know if I can spend the rest of my life sitting in this chair watching this, every single day. Because I have a lot of K-dramas I gotta watch.
No, it's over. It's more episodes than Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a lot of season, and from what I've heard, and they're also doing the live action. They just said that there's a season 2 for One Piece coming, of the live action.
Season 2. Oh,
yep. Yep, they're doing another season of that show. I haven't watched the first part of it, so I mean, some people love it. I don't know. I can't judge it either way because I've never watched One Piece. But again, I do have friends that are dub counterparts, voiceover wise, of some of the characters that are in it. So I can't. There's a mosquito in here. I'm about to jump. We're going to see me Rickroll out of my booth.
Also, you can use poor Snoopy to kick it out.
Yeah. Well, he dances, guys. I didn't know that. I was talking. I pushed something, and it was like, oh.
I am not watching all them damn episodes, Nick. Do not do that to me. That's torture. I did watch the very first episode the first day it came out and never watched it again.
It's okay. It's okay. But did you see the comment from Nicholas that's in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What does it say, Kenny?
It said, Kenny, do not say it's One Piece. I watched.
No. That's fine. But what does it say underneath our name?
Oh,
there's a comment. Do you see that?
She ate the banana fritter. Also, what the consequences? Oh, excuse you, Nick. You know what I mean? You have to fight in this comment section. Like,
so I know you don't understand consent.
I do remember that it was fight. I do remember.
No, I've already come to a conclusion of what I must do. So I'm going to send you something in the mail.
Oh God!
And it might be spiked, or it might not. And if you put it in your mouth, technically, because I didn't tell you that I spiked it, and you get sick, I'm going to jail. But if I told you and you put it in your mouth, I'm probably still going to jail. But at least you knew it, and so you're going to be called stupid. So the problem with your scenario of consent means the person has to be aware.
I understand consent.
That something has been tampered with before they use it.
But the problem with Kayla was,
if you do not allow a person to know that something has been tampered with, and then they use it, whether it's stupid or not, it is your fault.
And it was her fault.
Let me mute you for a minute. Let me try again. Kenny, consent means that the other person that you're offering this thing to needs to tell you it's okay for them to have it based on all of the information about said item. So if you give me a drink and you put arsenic in it, you need to tell me you put arsenic in it, even though technically you are still going to jail. I obviously have mental problems if I drink the arsenic, but you're still going to jail. No, don't try and talk while you're muted. So anyway, I need to make an informed decision based on all of the information, and then I give you consent to allow you to try to kill me with arsenic. And that's a whole other conversation if I allow you to do that. Obviously, I'm mentally challenged, but that is not what happened in Charmed. Was Michaela dumb? Yes. She ate a fritter from a person on the street. That's a POC card revoked right there. But she did not ask for it to be tampered with. Therefore, it is not a consensual transaction. She did not consent to being drugged, Kenny. Nobody consents to being drugged, Kenny, unless you want someone to roofie you. Do you understand? Nod. Watch when I mute this.
Read Ray's comment.
Which one?
The one right up under Nicholas's.
The glaucoma one?
Right under the one that you got highlighted.
Oh. Okay. Well, Macy became a demon by blood transfusion, and Michaela became a witch by blood transfusion. In the original Charmed, the doctor and the 3 chimpanzees became magical by blood transfusions. Yeah. I mean, that still has nothing to do with consent.
None of them consented.
Oh, well, hold on.
None of them consented.
Hold on. If that's the case.
None of them consented. So it's
I got to mute you again. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. If they did not know, then you're right. They did not consent. So that is effed up. Now you can talk.
You know what? You just want to be right. That's all.
It's not that I want to be right. I am right. I'm like, it's not.
None of
It's
them
that I want
consented.
to.
Macy didn't consent to become a demon.
Okay.
Michaela did not consent to become
No, you're right.
a witch. The chimpanzees definitely did not consent to become a magical creature. And the doctor didn't either. But yet, Michaela sat her big butt on the floor of somebody who she didn't know and decided to eat a friend.
So if I went to a party at your house and I decided to go in your room and lay down and somebody came in there and molested me while I was asleep, that is not, obviously I went and laid my butt down in your bed by myself unprotected. So it's my fault, is what you're saying. Because that's the same thing.
That's your fault.
Okay, then why is it Michaela's fault?
But see, that's totally different.
No, it's not.
She actively sat down with a person she didn't know.
I actively slept in your bed with the door open for a person to come in that I didn't know in a house of people I probably don't know. It is the same
But
thing.
No, the problem with that is I would have made sure nobody would have came up there to bother you.
Okay, but you weren't in the Charmed episode to make sure that nobody drugged Michaela with that damn banana fritter. Just saying. So really, it's your fault.
Well, you know what?
Cool. We got a scenario.
I'm so happy that what was her name? Dang, it's been so long I forgot her name.
Who?
What?
Mel.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're gonna say. How she told you don't eat stuff off the street.
Right. Yeah. If Mel was there the first damn time, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Yeah, but again, I need you to understand that what I just said to you, the example I gave you, is the exact same thing. It is consent. I am not consenting to one of your guests to mess with me. Michaela did not. Hold on. Did you see it anywhere in the episode that Michaela said, hey, yeah, I'm going to set my dumb butt here and eat a fritter from someone I don't know. But I did not hear consent about the drug I didn't know about that was in it. She never asked for the drug. She asked for the banana fritter. Yeah, now, we can argue all day about that.
We don't argue all day.
But at the end of the day, I'm right, you're wrong. And Michaela, the only thing that she did that was wrong is she sat her butt down and took food from a stranger.
But see, that's what I'm trying to get everybody to see.
But no.
If she would have never set her butt down and put the fritter in her mouth, yes, I understand she didn't consent to the drug.
This is the first time you have ever said that. Oh my gosh. This is the first time you have ever said that. You have never said, yes, I understand she didn't consent to the drug. You have never admitted that. This entire time.
What I said was, if you sit down and you ate it, that's your fault. You're gonna that's whatever consequence comes. You took something from a stranger. That's your fault.
So if I go, no. Okay, so you know what? If you put your wallet out, Kenny, and you got cash in there, and you're not looking at me, and I take that cash out,
that's my fault.
It's your fault. Okay, cool. Fault. Thank you, Kenny. Now I know what I can do for you. Ooh. I'm gonna take advantage of you every day now, just because you told me that it's your fault. So every time I do something,
I know to put my stuff up in a lock.
Hold on, when my fist hit your eye today, it's your fault.
She told y'all that she hit me in the eye. And Ray, you sit out here saying that you thought I had a Snoop Dogg day. This is where you was wrong, bro.
It's your fault. It's your fault, and I'm gonna tell you why it's your fault. Because my hand is not. It was just there. It connected with your face. You did not move out of the way. Therefore, it's your fault. I'm using this in my life. If I have an argument with my spouse, which is very rare, I'm going to use the Kenny logic to get out of it because it is your fault. I mean, yeah, your fault. It is never going to be my fault. It is never going to be my fault.
I get everybody in my life blame me for everything, from Carlos, my mom, my sister. When we was younger, and my stepbrother and stepsister my sister, all of them could do anything. I ain't even got to be at home, and if they could do anything, stepdad would come in like, "Who did this?"
My brother did. My brother was special needs, so I always got blamed for everything that he did growing up, all the time. Even if he had chocolate on his mouth, and my dad said, "Who ate my damn cookies?" And then he said, "It had to be you, Maria."
And I'm like,
I'm like,
I'm not even here.
I wasn't even in the room.
I'm like, how you gonna
I know.
blame me for something that I
But
didn't do?
I will never blame you for things that you don't do. I am just going to do things to you, and it will be your fault because you told me I could. You just gave me consent and didn't realize it. So, because you didn't understand how consent works. So I get to do whatever I want, and you will be at fault, not me.
You know what? This,
Amen. Hallelujah.
I don't know how y'all like sitting here watching me get abused by Maria.
I don't know. You're not getting abused. You consented to this. It is your fault. Anyway, hi guys.
Look at the Marco Polo. Look at the Marco Polo again. And what did I say?
Kenny, I have this. This is recorded, so when it goes back, I can just keep rewinding to when you gave me consent to tell you that everything I do to you in the future is your fault. So it's your fault.
Oh, I never said that.
I know you. And the sad thing is, I've been saying this whole time, and you haven't caught it. I'm like, this entire time, Kenny. This entire time, I need an intervention panel. I don't have enough oxygen in my soul to try and educate you.
Oh, Nicholas said this is an abuse. This is Bundy.
Thank you. Yes, this is exactly what's happening.
It was Bundy friend time with a whip and chain plus a one of those spike balls on at the end of a stick.
Well, I will tell you. No, I will tell you this though. Real talk. Outside the fact that you're crazy. Kenny has seriously been there for me. Even though we've lost such through some of the major stuff in my life that people I have known and have been on my channel, actually, I have known for 12, 14 years. Even when my dad died, Kenny reached out to me and I never heard from any of them. So that should tell you something. That's why there are two people that have been on my channel. Well, I'll say three because Jen, who you guys have heard in the Justice League parody, she has been there for me as well, like a lot. But and I've known her for 20 something years. But I mean, I've known people for years, and it's crickets. So yeah, that's why when you don't see me doing streams with these people anymore, that is why. It's not me being a biatch. It's just literally I'm a person that if you can't be there when I really need you emotionally and as a friend, then you can't be there for me any other time.
Right. Don't do it in the good times.
Don't do it on the good times if you can't do it on the bad. Yep. So yeah, that's what that is.
That's how me and Renee got even closer because she had been going through, which I can't talk about, but she has been going through a lot of bad stuff. And like she said, some of the people who she known for years know, crickets.
Yep.
But the people she know that would be there were there. And even I hadn't talked to Renee for like 5 months. And I was always trying to check on her and everything. So
yeah. So yeah, that was just a side note of downer life right there, being a downer. But I mean, I get asked this a lot why certain people are on my channel, especially on Instagram, which is really weird. I get a lot of Instagram messages, which I'm cool with. Even though I'm on Twitter, I still don't like Twitter, guys, but I have to do my job. I have to post, and it's just I have to. So if you guys have Twitter, if you have a Twitter account, follow me because I've been posting, but I'm not like a big Twitter person. So but I have to do it for my job. So my demo's on there though, so you can hear my demo. This is my link. So if you guys want to follow me, I'm gonna go ahead and
follow because Twitter is a cesspool.
But I try very hard. You'll see me talking about a lot of voiceover stuff, and sometimes I'll post pictures of my dog or whatever, or I'll say something about another voice actor. But because of our jobs, we have to be on social media, and it sucks. So yeah, that is the thing. But my demo is on there. If you guys want to check out my different voices of my demo, it's the first thing that you'll see when the Twitter account comes up. I actually made that video banner, the girl talking, that's me. That I made all of that. So all of that in the background and her moving, all that is what I did. Which you will see. But I have Blue Sky as well. Maria Amelia Park. If you're on Blue Sky, add me. I just got on 2 or 3 months ago. So I do have a Blue Sky account.
I've never been on Blue Sky. So
I will send you a code. I have an extra 3 codes. So if you want a code, I will send it to you.
Okay, I'll take it. Well, I mean, because I don't. Oh, and I got some good news for you after the stream.
Ooh, cool. I like good news.
It's for you. It's about you. It's for you. Even though you bashed me the whole time while we was up here with the ball and chain.
I mean, but I'm gonna bash you anyway. I still love you, but I'm gonna bash you like it's part of my workout routine.
But anyway, I'm definitely gonna make sure to tell you.
Hi, J-Man. Thank you very much. Yeah, you guys. Why are you calling me people? Come on, I'm in a stream.
Yeah, I know, because we gotta go. I gotta go eat, guys. I gotta eat.
Yeah, we're gonna end the stream pretty quickly, and pretty soon. We're gonna go because
Carlos just came in the house, and she's got to go celebrate with her spouse and daughter. And
I'm doing a 2-day birthday.
So you one of them people. Well, no, you said 2 days. You said 2 days.
No, the reason I'm doing 2 days is because my daughter's working all day today. She works from home, but she clocked in at 10. She doesn't get off until 9 tonight.
Ooh.
So we can't do anything today. And she's got but she got Saturday off, so we're gonna hang out tomorrow.
Okay, girl, I'm glad you're not like one of those people that celebrate the whole damn month and you give it 1 day.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if you like being alive.
It is. I mean.
Well, it's
just take something from everybody else. I mean, you're not the only one that was born in this month.
Bobby Coltrane. Follow me on Twitter and then send me a message and we will talk about that. I have a lot of voice actors that just started. So I will give you the skinny on how to do that. But I will do that in a DM because that is a long-winded conversation that we don't have time to do in here. It is a lot. But I will say you do not have to move. Especially if you're in Chicago, you're in a pretty good commercial hub too. But you do not have to move from where you are. You can work remotely. You just there's things you have to do. And so you just need to reach out to me, Bobby. Reach out.
You see, this is where I am now because I reached out to her during a charm stream. And look where we are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better, or you would, as they say, a closed mouth don't get fed. So you better reach out.
That is really true. Unless you have an IV. I mean, am I wrong?
I'm just saying.
All right, let's try and get through some more of these comments really quickly, and then we can bounce out.
Yeah, because Carlos came in and started cooking dinner, and if I'm not in there to eat, I'm gonna get shot.
Okay, that just sounds completely
gruesome. Yes, I know.
Why? I mean, you can't. I guess you can't eat. Well, maybe you can eat in the afterlife. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I'm gonna go random here because
Hold on, before you go random, let me cuss Ray out again because I'm tired of Ray. Ray came in here and just been clowning me the whole time. He talking about at the cookout. Yes, read it.
At the cookout or bake sale, do eat Kenny food. Do not eat Kenny's food.
You know what, Ray? Go on my Instagram and you subscribe to me on my Instagram. Go to my damn Instagram. You see all my food on damn Instagram. I showed Maria what my food looked like, and everybody said it looked good. She just didn't want to eat the turkey and the ham.
I'm not, but I mean, I think he's trying to go along the lines of.
I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to say I'm drugging everybody, and it's not consent.
Because you don't understand consent. I know it's hard.
I do understand consent. The only thing the only thing you guys don't have a choice in my food is when I put jalapeno peppers and the spicy cheese. That's the only thing you guys.
Will you tell me there's jalapenos and spicy cheese in it? Because I can't have dairy, so you would tell me.
I would. Well, you can't eat macaroni then. You can only eat greens and dressing.
Would you tell me if the dressing or
it has butter and
that has dairy in it?
I would tell you this stuff. You don't think I would?
Okay, stop. Freeze right there. You would tell me?
Of course.
But the lady didn't tell
I don't care what the lady did. Kayla did that to herself. So I don't care. I would tell you, okay?
You see, guys, this is where critical thinking just fails. It just fails right here. It just It just fails. Like Kenny's like, I could do it. I could do it. But why bother? That takes too much energy.
Oh, no. No. Kayla did it to herself. It's a difference. If you ask me,
the amount of scenarios that I could come up with that would be very logical to other people, they don't work on you. And I'm trying to come up with a way of actually telling you this information that you will grasp and hold on to without instantly saying Michaela did it to herself. So I don't know how to help you, man. I don't know how to help you, because at the end of the day, the only thing Michaela was dumb for was sitting there and taking anything from anybody. But
thank you.
But
that is all I'm saying.
In a horror movie, when the person dumbass goes down the stairs to investigate, yes, we like to say, hey, the victim is an idiot. But it does not stop Jason Voorhees from being the bad guy, because he's still killing people.
See, and that's another thing. That's another thing, because we always say the idiots always go to investigate. So
they do. That does not warrant death. That actually warrants them being made fun of. There's a difference.
I say if your ass go down there, know you heard like footsteps and bumps, and you know this man coming to kill you, and you want to go investigate, you deserve death. I'm just saying.
And there you have it, guys. This is your consent right here. This is what Kenny knows.
You consented to death when you walk down those steps, knowing that Jason Voorhees was in the house. You know this. This man got a machete, bars through the door, and you talk about, oh, let's go down and investigate. Bitch, why am I going to investigate? My investigation going to be jumping out this damn window running to the other side. So if you want to go down there and consent to death, that's
okay.
on you.
This is, I agree with what is said right here. Now hear me out. It's like I said before, Kayla got her black and magical ass card revoked. We are on the same page with that. We are. Yes, there is no disagreement. She lost her damn mind in that moment in time. And that's fine. And, I guess you could probably argue the fact that, like me, she's mixed, so she's got some white, and maybe the white was influencing her to walk down the stairs and investigate the crime. It's just what happens.
You don't let the white influence you, though.
No, because I'm not crazy. And I also have indigenous in me. I have more cultures in me that are scared than not. But
and that's the thing. See, you don't let. See, you got most.
No, okay, Kenny. If we're going by my laws, we're not in any of these situations. Then we wouldn't have a show, because they'd be like, should we go fight? Hell no, sit down. I'm like, no, sit down.
Oh, that's more important outside. We are done. Line up, we're running our asses downstairs.
Yep,
we're not going out there.
We are done. We're not going anywhere. We're not investigating anything. Look, if they want to fight, they come in here in the living room while I'm sitting on the couch, because we are not doing anything. And if I hear a noise in the attic,
I always had a dirty house, because they never went out there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. And if I was in the Charm universe, what's that noise in the attic? Maria? They get ring, ring, ring. Yeah, girls, I'm on the highway. I don't know what you're doing, but if you can teleport, you might want to come on. I'm going on to the intersection right now. So holler. That is how that works. We are not going to haunted houses, cabins in the woods. We're not taking a drive in the remote lands. If I don't know you, you're not getting in my car. I'm not picking you up if you're a hitchhiker. I will call the cops for you. In passing, I will literally crack my window. I'm like, I'll call 911 as I keep going. No.
This is all I was saying. When
no camping trip. No.
When she sat her butt down and ate a magical fritter from somebody she didn't know, she suffered the consequences.
Okay, listen.
Even though she didn't consent, but it was still the consequences of her actions.
Suffering consequences is not the same as it being her fault. It is not her fault. Kenny, the person that spikes you, they are the blame for your actual.
They are to blame too.
You being stupid enough to eat it, that just makes you an idiot, and we make fun of you for the rest of your life, and we revoke your POC card for the rest of your life. the consequences, you are suffering, but the consequences are not because you grabbed the fritter and said, no, it is not spiked yet. Give me thy spike. And you spike it, and then you put it in your mouth. Then, and only then, is it your fault. But if you gave me my magical Jolly Rancher and you didn't tell me you put some magical arsenic in there, it is your fault, Kenny. And you know what? You're going to know it's your fault. I'm going to beat you.
But see,
No,
you never put magical arsenic on your Jolly Rancher. I love you too much to kill you at this point in time, but probably down the road.
Damn.
Probably. But I
love.
would never do that.
That is love right there, guys, when you already know. But yeah, I don't know how to spell out consent to you anymore. I mean, I could spell it, but if you don't understand the definition, there's nothing I can do other than form a panel of Voltron that can possibly, I don't know, go lion you into the future of understanding what consent actually is. But you know, I can't. I mean, but to be fair, look, I spent so much time on consent that you still don't understand all the time that we still haven't gotten around the fact that you still called chicken not meat today. So there's so much, Jen. There's so much to unpack. So I will unpack it later. But let's look at let's look at a few of these because like I know we gotta go. Let's see here. I'm ignoring all of the banana fritter stuff because I know it's a lot. Because we don't need to go back into that rabbit hole. Go back. No going back. Let's see. There's a lot. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a good one to start with. Okay, here's a rogue one. Rogue got into yet another fight with Carol in the Coliseum, and we found the true crux of her mutation. And it's why is everything this big on my Mac? It's so small.
I have no idea.
And it's tied to her insecurity and emotional state dating back to when she left her boo in a coma. Cody,
so right? Is that why she couldn't really control her mutant power at that time? Mm-hmm. Because it was like
didn't her power manifest when she kissed Cody though?
Mm-hmm.
That was his name, right? Cody?
Yeah.
It's been a minute. Yeah, I feel like because Rogue. So the one person Rogue could be around, which I always thought was interesting and kind of creepy, was Magneto, and like they got it on like back in the day, like the 80s or 90s. They went to the Savage Lands together, and they like got it on, and I was like, oh.
No, the other person was Colossus too.
Well, if he's in his
metal
form, but because of the magnetism of Magneto, he doesn't have to be actively using his powers. She just can't drain him.
Right.
So essentially, Magneto is ineffective to her power, or her power is ineffective to Magneto. But for some reason, they just got it on. You know, they were like, what they were.
You ready?
Yeah, Maria reading the comments right now. See, I told y'all he's over
here. Hi, Carlos.
He can't hear you. He got his headphones on.
I said hello.
Maria said hello, Carlos. He don't even hear me. What? Maria said hello. Oh, he trying to fix his bald head to come over here.
Hi, Carlos. How are you? Hey, you tell him it was my birthday today?
Oh, today's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, darling!
He can't hear you because I got the
headphones. But
thank you.
All right, it was nice to see you.
You too.
He is so silly.
I love Carlos. He's so much cooler than Kenny.
Whatever. I'm the coolest.
No.
Whatever.
No, sir. It's not. Mm-hmm. It's okay. River's cooler than me. I'm okay with it.
And I love River. Me and him are good friends.
Yeah. Hey, Maria, I uploaded your Twitter. I'll probably message you sometime this weekend. Okay. Tomorrow is your birthday as well. Sagittarius.
And y'all need to go buy a Sagittarius shirt. I would give Maria the link for y'all to go and get a Sagittarius shirt so y'all can rock Sagittarius.
Well, I do. I need to get. I don't have anything Sagittarius. I have nothing. I wanted to order. I will order yours. Okay. Damn.
Hold on. I got something to show you.
Oh no. He's going to get props. I don't like when he does that. He's going to go get stuff and convince me to buy it.
Well, as you know, y'all know up in February that I had gotten some good publicity from Candy Bird's Tucker, correct?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cute.
Ninja Taurus.
Where's Sagittarius?
I didn't get Sagittarius because she's a Taurus. I had to get
You
all
should have
Taurus.
got a Sagittarius to stare at and worship me.
I'm gonna get you a water bottle one day.
The hate you know, man. The hate you know. That's fine. That's fine.
But yes,
Kenny, the props didn't go so well for Kenya Moore. LOL, or laugh aloud. Portia,
oh, you don't know about that.
Her,
that was at a reunion in season 6. Those two got to fighting. Well, it was a one-sided fight because one person got dragged across the floor, literally.
Oh, like actually physically fighting?
And they didn't get to like blows, but Portia dragged Kenya down on the ground and just literally dragged about a wig across the damn floor. And she was about to start.
She grabbed the hair.
She grabbed the hair. They went down, and she dragged her. And she was about to start punching until the producers and everybody else came up and grabbed her. Because the problem was, and this is another thing. Portia did not consent to Kenya putting fans and swords and all and a bullhorn in her face.
Was she standing there, Kenny?
She was sitting.
She was sitting, and she walked up. Did she move when she started doing it?
No, Kenya would do this.
Oh, well, then it's her fault.
I'm
using your logic.
That's why Kenya got dragged, though.
I'm using your logic right now. It's her fault.
But that's why she got dragged. Yeah, it may be Portia's fault, but at least Portia dragged her ass.
Guys, it's just never gonna work. It's just never gonna work. No matter what example I use, it's never gonna work. I can't. Guys, this is like my kryptonite. I am weak. I feel like I'm melting slowly into the floor. I can't.
I'm just saying.
Oh dear Lord! Look, I'm having a hot flash. I can't do it. Can't do it. Anyway, so I'm trying, guys. So if I don't get to whatever these comments are, because now my brain's gone, I promise you I will try and go through and answer these and like make a comment or like it. I will do that for you guys because you guys have been, you've been with me. A lot of you have been with me since the beginning of this channel. So, all right. So let me open my door. Whew, second summer.
Second summer.
I got
still hot during the winter.
It's literally this box is an insulated. If you go to the like ENT or basically your hearing doctor, and they do a hearing test, they put you in this booth with the headphones on. This is essentially what I'm standing in all day long. So I have a door.
That's why I said she's in the slave box.
Yep, there's the window right here. But this is it. It's just me and this little 3.5 by 3.5 box full of padding. This is 2-inch foam surrounding me. It's even on the ceiling. So it is very hot in here.
Okay.
I have a fan on the ground, but doesn't really do much.
Maria, I have something I want to ask your chat to do for me. Please.
Okay.
Y'all need to go spam Genshin Impact. I don't care what you do, how you do it. Y'all spam their asses because we need Maria to be in there as the Pyro Archon or the Cryo Archon. We need her voice in that game. So I will send Maria the link so y'all can go and spam them and tell them they need to get her on there ASAP.
So one of the directors who does all the NPCs, I am on his roster. The other guy is very hard to reach, unfortunately. You don't have to spam them. Just put the good juju out there.
Well, I mean the good stuff. I don't mean go over there and say we're going to shoot you, beat you.
No. No. If you spam them, then they may not ever hire me. Don't spam them, but then put in your prayers.
Yes,
that I get
that's what I mean.
Next year with them. Yeah, because it's really hard. But I will say, though, there is a game that I am in that comes out. Well, it's an event that comes out next week for a game that's been out for a couple of years now that's very popular. And I play a character who is extremely popular in this game. And I can't tell you who it is because it's not released yet. But it should be out next week. And then as soon as I get the go-ahead, I will let you know. And then I can say, hey, you guys know of something I'm in. You probably know other stuff that I'm in, but I have to go down my resume and I'm tired. But
Well, send me your resume so I can look at it and be impressed.
okay, I will do that. But I'm like this coming up 2024. I'm hoping to be in a lot more like video games because I've done animation. I do a shoot some of commercials and audiobook stuff, but I want to be in more video games. But the problem is when COVID hit, everybody was out of a job. So what they started doing was turning to voice acting. And so now you're competing with where it used to be hundreds, it's like thousands of people are competing for the same jobs now. And so it's very saturated in my field. So you're very lucky to get what you get. So
and the problem that I'm having is like I want her to be in this game so bad, but the two main actors, the two main protagonists, Lumi and Aether, they have no voice acting at all. They may get one or two lines out of each little scene, and that is it. Everybody else, they got this annoying piece of emergency food flying next to them, talking for them the whole entire time.
True. You'll see that a lot. Like the character that I'm cast as and that I've already recorded for now has been in this game for I think a year, maybe a little longer, and never had voiceovers, never had lines and nothing. And then all of a sudden they're like, we need lines for her. And so they had a big casting call, and then I got picked, which was awesome.
And maybe she's becoming important to the story now. But I know you can't tell us until
I can't until it's released. But I will say, if you play this game, you're gonna know who this character is, and she's very popular amongst people of this game.
Well, she can't tell the name of the game. If you play it, but if not until
I will make sure to post it on the community tab. I will definitely post it on Twitter. So I always post things on Twitter when I get them. I've been bad about that recently, but I am going to start doing that because I've been told you have to, as an actor, we have to market, and I hate that so much. But it is part of the business.
I hate Twitter.
So, there's a lot of haterade on there. I don't mind Blue Sky. It's not as oppressive as Twitter is, but
neither is Instagram.
But for some reason,
Instagram.
I think because Twitter was around for so long, and it was I feel like Twitter was more of a way of making a marketing ploy, where Instagram, you have to have images and blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do that really with Twitter, and you can link everything to your website. And so a lot of people will use that as a vehicle to advertise for their work. So you have a lot of Twitch people on there. It's just what it is. It's just so hard for me because I don't like it.
Right. And see, and that's the thing, because Twitter is nothing but a cesspool. It's just become, even though that man took over and made it X.
How does Annette talk? Is she British?
I don't know, but Eduardo, I don't even know how he talks.
They say, Edward, please do not, amongst your power, do not bite my neck. I do not wish to be a vampire.
Does he have a Spanish accent?
I do not want to be a vampire, Edward. I just want to sit in my room and eat bonbons all day. Please, allow me the freedom of not being like you. Is it something like that? Because I'll do that all day if you want me to do that. So, or is she like...
Should I do it in Japanese or should I do it in Spanish? I don't know.
Do it in Spanish. Eduardo. That's more Italian. Eduardo, where is my spaghetti?
I'm trying to see because I was told that I had a Spanish accent when I first started speaking Spanish.
Sir, I'm sorry. This is Bella and Eduardo. I'm like, are we talking about that damn Twilight stuff?
Oh, heck no.
We could do it. Your skin is covered in glitter from Crayola. No. Come on, honey. Your skin, it's covered with glitter from Crayola. Probably Walmart $2.99 special. You don't eat meat because you think chicken is not meat, which means you actually do. You never understood the reason consent existed or the definition, and you love banana fritters. I know what you are. You're KenilotV!
And that is why we're getting the divorce. I never want to see you again. And
divorce.
Your thinking skills are so terrible.
How
But
dare you say that to me? I live in Washington where it rains every day. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave this conversation
Well,
because
you
I
need
was putting my heart out to you, and I'm a masochist, and I didn't care if you bit me. Really,
I am.
it actually turned me on. But now that you said that to me, we are done, Eduardo. Done. Do you hear me?
You want my pale skin,
I do.
but I don't want you.
I need to find your pale skin because I am not seeing it. I don't have pale skin either. So between the two of us, we're losing some paleness that both of
Well,
us need to have
why
for
don't you
that
go to
conversation.
that dog man that you love so much and let
Oh,
him eat your heart?
he's like right here. Oh, wait, wrong guy. One
I say dog man, not ghost rat.
Oh, how dare you say that to Naga? It's okay.
Naga, how dare you use that
Naga.
against us?
Unfortunately, there's another man, and he has a tag on him too. I leave them tagged, you know. They gotta know who they belong to. Just saying.
You know what? I am so sick of you and the dog man. You
Eduardo, listen to
You-
me. I am a person. Do you hear me? A person. And as a person,
you're
like all
not,
the other persons,
you're not a person. You're a thing. You're an entity.
I can't.
Don't let that dog eat your heart.
This dog
care.
ate my heart last week, Eduardo.
Well,
And I'm
you know what?
trying to get pieces of it back. Do you know what it's like? Do you know what it's like to have pieces of your heart put in a stuffed animal's mouth? No, you do not.
I don't have
You
a
do
heart.
not. Quiet.
I don't have a heart. That's how come
And now we are done, Eduardo. I cannot.
Goodbye.
Hold on a sec. Okay, we are done. Finished.
I don't even have tear ducts to cry.
Well, that is your fault.
Nicholas talking about this is a telenovela he needs.
No, telenovelas are weird though. I love them. Like,
Me and Carlos are gonna be going to to watch one of the few minutes.
It's like I was going to marry him, but his sister married him first. You know,
oh,
but it's okay because his grandmother is my mother's cousin sister's brother who had a sex change at 5. Like, no.
Change at 5.
Carmen, it's not so.
Who in the hell would ever do such a thing?
It was Eduardo. Eduardo, you did this to me and our family because you were my grandmother.
Bella would no longer be with us. She's dead.
Yes. Unfortunately,
to the heart.
When I was your age, I realized that my whole family was screwed up, and then we had to move on because you know Craig can only go so far. I've got sinus problems, guys. I'm just rolling out voices now because I lost my mind. But you need to see what I go through because I have to do this all day at different voices normally, and it's never mine. Nobody likes my voice. It's just always something character-wise. And I don't know why, but I try very hard to try and sound different. Because everyone wants me to sound like something I'm not. And it's just frustrating for me. It really is. But fuck them. Yeah, man. Fuck them. I've been in the military for 0 days.
Oh,
0.
So you sound like a schizo right now.
That's acting, baby. That's acting,
Maria
baby.
sounds like my cousin when she skips her meds right now.
Yeah, like I'm totally gonna be hacking you later. Okay, so like I just want you to know that like I know your social security number. Okay, so I will download all of your intel from your computer, and I will not be caught because I am that good.
Well, I'm just gonna say there's the electrical wire. So if you even try to even get it to my computer, you will be electroshocked immediately. And I promise that it's gonna leave not just black marks, you're gonna be turning to cinders.
You think you're gonna make me blush about that? You minion! I will hack you in my sleep. You don't know who I am.
Minion.
You
How
don't
dare
know who I am. But
I
you
am
might.
royalty. I am royalty. You have no idea who you
You are royalty of nothing but Walmart. You are the people of Walmart's individual mascots, you
and
people.
you are the princess of Target.
And now I'm done with you, mortal. Go away. Well, I don't know exactly what happened, but that was awesome, right?
Not there.
Oh my.
I cannot stand her. I cannot.
I don't know why you're saying this to me. I'm like your best friend, and you know what? I appreciate this, okay? We've been through thick and thin. When tickle comes to butt cheeks, I am your man.
After this stream, I'm gonna taste like 19 pills to keep my head from hurting from all this.
I mean, mine's already gone because the chicken is meat, and you don't understand that. So, like, I'm just
I'm about to go in here and eat some meatless chicken now. So,
okay, we've been in there for 2 hours. You guys hung out with me for 2 hours, and so I'm excited. I am so excited. But we are going to bring actual content back to my channel. What? I know.
What did she get out the slave box?
I'm never getting out of the slave box.
That's the point.
But I do plan. Like, I just watched the second special for Doctor Who. Effing amazing. You know, my Donna Noble is back. Love Donna to death. David Tennant is back temporarily as a doctor. Love him to death. So we will absolutely be talking about Doctor Who when all the specials are over. Because there's a lot. I missed a lot of the end of the last season of our female doctor. So I need to catch up with her. But like the specials have been amazing. If you have not seen them, they are on Disney Plus. So they come out every Saturday. I want to say there's going to be, somebody said there were going to be 6. I don't know if that's true, but we'll see. I thought it was 3. But I'll have to go back and look. But we will definitely talk about that. Someday we're going to get Ironheart. I don't know when the hell that is, but someday we'll talk about that. Loki was really good. I know that there was a comment. It might have been Nicholas. I'm not sure. Earlier where you were saying that Loki is now literally the god. He is really Loki has literally become he who remains. So not to spoil, which I guess I technically did. So smack on me. But it never happened in the comics that way. Well, that's not true. There actually is a version where Loki was the last one standing. So that's not really true. But in the Prime universe, that didn't really happen. So MCU land. Interesting where this is going. And I did read the article. I know, guys, you were pointing it out where they have verified that Wanda is dead. There is no more. Yeah. We don't have Wanda anymore in the MCU.
No more Scarlet Witch.
Well, not necessarily. Remember, there are multiverses. She's dead in the Prime Earth. It does not mean she is not alive and kicking on any other Earth. So that is the thing. Just like we'll never have our like OG Tony Stark back as Iron Man in the Prime universe, but it does not mean that he can't make a cameo on any other Earth. That is how they leave that door open. So if the actor ever decides to come back, and just like Chris Evans as Captain America, they can be on a different Earth. That's what they can do. And unfortunately, they can get away with it because they do it in the comic books all the time. So, you know, it is.
Because Gina came back so many times that they need.
Terrell, that was you. Props to Terrell. Terrell was the one that said that. Sorry. But yeah, I think you said Wanda's going to be in Agatha's series. Of course she is. Like I said, they're going to get that. They're going to get that money, but they're going to milk it for everything they can, dead or not. But we will see, because I know we're moving towards the Young Avengers, and you know, part of me is cool with that. Part of me is like question marky. But we'll see. We've got Cassie already. Technically, we have Kate. We have Yelena, who technically Yelena, that's a whole other conversation. We have America Chavez, which I'm really hoping they age her up a bit for the, you know, her and Kate Bishop only, because, you know, I love their banter and their BFF-ness. And I always had an issue. I had an issue with Hawkeye, but that's because I love Kate Bishop and America Chavez. So that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, hopefully the Young Avengers will be Young Avengees will be coming soon. Technically, we have Speed and Wiccan too. So we have some of the key players. I know I'm leaving people out, but there's a lot of people in the Young Avengers. So, but unless we do West Coast Avengers, and that's a whole other conversation. But which I'm here for. Just letting you know, I'd be cool with that. But yeah. So we are definitely going to be talking about more content on this channel. And I'm going to try and get more videos out. And I have not forgotten that I owe you guys videos, like how I would have introduced Ryan Wilder into the Batwoman universe. I have not forgotten that. You may have forgotten. I haven't forgotten that. So I do plan on having that video. I really do.
And did she forget to tell y'all that, she's going to do all of this from a slave box?
You're not wrong.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. Well, I'm hoping when I move to Dallas that I can reset my studio back up. But when I moved this really massive 3-ton object into my home, it took up the massive space that used to be my YouTube studio. So I can't film from there anymore because it's not there. Just saying. Amen. Hallelujah. All right, guys. Love you. We are going to say Kenny is our Ryan Wilder. And I'm Thunder. Hey, I'll take that. I'll be Thunder. I will be Thunder. Not Grace Choi. Thunder. But no, yeah, thank you for being patient. I know it's been a lot with this channel for people that follow me. I know you missed the insanity of us. But it's coming back, I promise you. I'm gonna bring Joe's Geek Show back too. He's very willing and able to be in some of my videos, especially the Super Sentai and comic book related videos. So we will have him back too. So you're gonna see stuff. I'm also going to have just a heads up. One of me and my voice actor friend are going to be doing skits that I think you're going to be very amused by. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's going to be extremely funny. So that is definitely happening. My motion comic / my visual art, it's basically half motion, half visual arts comic, is pretty much, it's going to premiere in 2024. So it's pretty much on track to premiere on time. So that's going to be interesting. And on top of that, I'm starting another channel with another YouTuber as well. And it is basically, you ever seen Bad Teacher?
Oh, I think, no, I didn't see it, but I know it was good. I've heard it was really good. So
we're going to do something that's between Bad Teacher and I think they're called Abbott Elementary, and that it's adulting for kiddies. Oh, so no. They're going to be teaching children horrible stuff.
I'm gonna tell you some good. I'm gonna tell you a good training movie you need to watch for that. Class Dismissed.
I've seen Class Dismissed.
Yep.
Then you will really like what we're doing because it's completely on crack. Especially when because I play a teacher, and then another of my voice actor friends is a guidance counselor who actually thinks that she's helping people. Then there is the alcoholic principal.
Oh, God.
But, my teacher teaches the children that are literally in preschool life skills, like how not to get caught cheating and how to do your taxes every year and going on field trips to the, to the DMV to renew your license.
Well, at least on crack. I mean,
I told you.
It was borderline heroin at that point.
I told you when I write something happens in my mind and it just goes to another place. So it's just what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But okay, guys, I love you. We're gonna go because he's got to go eat. I need to go. I guess I need to eat too, and hang out with the spouse. And we're doing some stuff. So yeah, don't take that the wrong way, Kenny. I mean,
Marco Polo, because I said that to you.
I will do that. I will. I love you guys. Thank you for staying subscribed, even though the content has been bare. And I will see you in our next video and stream, which I promise you is coming soon because I'm paying for StreamYard again. Money's incentive. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.